I'm gonna let you take that stuff.
It's just not even that.
All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? LVO Day 3. Top 8, baby. I'm excited. You guys are excited too? Thanks for tuning in. Early morning crew checking in here. Let me get the correct chat to the top. We are restreaming over to FLG's Twitch channel again if you guys are tuning in from there. Thank you so much for watching the show. I'm going to be only reading chat, interacting and stuff over on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/wargameslive. That's where you can find me. And that's where you can find me just about every weekend. And the community here where we stream Warhammer tournaments. So
I got fucking
Jason Langer with $100 damn, dude. What an absolute legend. Thank you so much, Jason. Yeah, Jason actually was talking to me in person when he dropped that giant donation. So an absolute champion. So yes, first round today, guys. Very pleased to say we have my boy Sweet Lou from San Antonio.
Yes, sir.
My hometown.
I think that's fine.
Playing his Leagues of Votann against the swiftiest Swifty, Matt Laura, with his Hyper Crypt Necrons. Bill, thank you so much, man, for the 10 gifted memberships. Appreciate you, brother. Ken, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships.
You line up with the objectives.
So, we're going to get this one started here pretty soon. Over on the Patreon table, guys, we have Swarm Tyranids versus Swarm Chaos Space Marines, basically.
Pretty stacked area.
So that should be pretty fun.
This is a fucking insane area, man.
Good morning, JC. You can see,
Like
man.
in RTTs that I go to, I'm just like, what the shit?
Okay.
Right.
You guys are live, by the way.
Oh, fun.
Hey, where's that judge at? Fuck you, judge. I said they'd yellow card.
Nice. That's a good way to get started.
They lied to us. They lied to us from day one.
All right. I knew this would be a fun game. Lou's a good guy. Matt, of course, is a great player. Should be a fun game, guys. So we're going into top 8 here. We'll have more information about what the rest of top 8 is for you guys
What do you think it is?
as we go forward. But 3 games today to get to the finals at LVO. So exciting stuff, guys.
Lecture 2, yeah. And then the
Yeah, let
infantry.
me actually go through that real quick.
Bear with me for just a minute. I'm a little bit behind here, so I'm going to get all this stuff set up. But while I'm doing that, you guys can listen to the players banter again. Thanks for being here.
My army's like a very objective-focused army.
I see. You're telling me, bud.
So that is importante.
As soon as I stop talking, the players decide to stop talking. This is great TV chat.
Let me get a chance,
All
my
right.
man.
Where's my team? There it is.
The Short Kings. Leagues of Votann. This is
Gonna be perfect for everybody on the stream. That looks dumb. I don't like it.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna just do it flat. You're up, man.
Oh, crap.
No, this is not the other big one. This is one of the small ones.
Wait, the Titans move 8, right? 6. Yeah, I'm just fucking around. I heard somebody was making a move 8 at this event.
They used to, so I don't blame them.
Yeah, they did, man. They did.
You mind if I scoot this one in here?
Please do, man. Cool. I want this one with the building right on my line, pretty much, so I'll be able to line up there.
I went through a while to get inquiries.
Okay, your mic's on, by the way. Hey, Jack, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I went up the judge chain, double checking and making sure, but I can map out which games now will play which games next round.
Okay.
So,
So first of all, who is in top 8 here at LVO for us?
so
Yeah.
on table 1, we have Daniel Olivas and his Eldar versus Ben Sherwin and his Black Templar Firestorm. We've got Richard Cozart and his Imperial Guard versus Folger Piles and his Eldar. We have Charlie Andre and his Chaos Space Marines versus Samuel Pope and his Endless Swarm Tyranids. Matt Laura and his Hypercrypt Legion Necrons versus Sweet Lou and his Votann.
Wow, that's a cool spread, man.
That is a cool spread.
Pretty good variety, especially in a tournament this big with 7 rounds played already, and having a good spread of armies like that. It's honestly pretty impressive.
5 away from this, but it's closer than 4. I think that's what they ruled was okay.
This matchup should be pretty interesting. I have no idea how it goes. I will say that Lou's army has lots of anti-tank, so Matt's asking you a question.
Yo!
What is the rule where you can't fit stuff again?
Talk to the judge. It's nuanced and weird, so just talk to them, make sure you get it right.
Hey, Adam.
Judge!
I know they said something last round.
I know this one can touch the table edge. I don't know what, because I fucking hate this GW layout for player placed.
Where's my other?
Hey, if this can't fit, can I have it be closer than 4 to the edge for the big one here, this guy?
You would have to nudge it so you can be as far away from the edge as possible, but not up against, like this one. This happens.
Everyone's exhausted, by the way, chat. Keep in mind, this is their 7th game of Warhammer. Oh, 8th game of Warhammer, sorry.
Yep.
In 2 days and a few hours.
And the turnaround time is pretty ridiculous.
Okay, cool with that.
Yeah.
All right.
So cut everyone some slack here, including us.
Thank you, Judge.
Scrambling a little bit here. Haunted Bagel already has lists, and what an absolute champion.
One piece of shit.
Haunted Bagel, thanks for all your support this weekend, man. It's been above and beyond, dude. Appreciate you very much. Again, if you guys are watching over on Twitch, thank you guys for tuning in. If you would like to interact with chat and do donations or whatever else, that is only on YouTube. So you got to come over and hang out on YouTube. It's youtube.com/wargameslive. Hope to see you over here. But,
All right.
Okay.
So, the
Jack's got
winner
a breakdown here.
of Ben Sherwin and Daniel Olivas
It's
will be playing the winner of the stream match between Sweet Lou and Matt Laura.
Okay. So remind us of those 2 armies.
Okay. So
Ben is
Firestorm Black Templars,
Yep.
and Olivas is Eldar.
he's real fat.
So the winner of that will play the winner of this match.
He's a little fat.
This is not a good match.
Then
for
the winner of Guard versus Eldar, Richard Cozart, Folger Piles,
like
will be playing against the winner of our Patreon table,
And,
Charlie Andre CSM versus Samuel Pope's Endless Swarm Tyranids.
Turns.
Bulldog. Thanks for the 10 gifted memberships, man. Getting ready started again.
Do it today.
So friends, Charlie Andre and Ben Sherwin are on opposite sides of the bracket. So
Okay.
they might live the dream of meeting up in the finals.
That'd be pretty
Why
cool.
were you have 18 broke here.
It was in a weird spot.
Oh, okay. I looked at the 18 broke here and went, well, bud.
So again, your top 8
man.
are
Are you top
was it
score, Vic?
Firestorm Space Marines,
Absolutely.
Eldar, Votann,
Me too.
Hypercrypt
Does that
Necrons,
surprise you?
Guard.
Army?
Guard,
Right?
Eldar
another
again.
Eldar player, and then we have Chaos Space Marines and Swarm Tyranids. What a cool spread, man.
Yeah.
What a cool spread. So the CSM Swarm game is being recorded right now for Patreon. I will tell you guys, just a fair warning, that I had some major technical problems with that setup at the start of the weekend, so some of the recordings may be a little bit scuffed or may not happen at all. So I hope that doesn't happen. If it does, I sincerely apologize.
As one additional.
But if you are signing up for Patreon just to get one game and that game doesn't get recorded or gets messed up,
Be deep striking.
there's not really much I can do about it except apologize. In
Oh, wait,
advance.
hold on.
So,
One of them's not grav.
One is conversion.
I don't know what that does. Can you explain?
love you too, John. Thanks for the support,
37.
guys.
If you won 3 damage, sustain D3, 24-inch range.
Any towel left? Unfortunately, no.
Sustain
William.
on a 4 or better.
No towel left.
One shot each?
One shot each.
Okay.
And then you
All right, let's see.
Overwatch on 5s, correct?
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that's.
I'm going to go ahead and get the list in my overlay software so we can keep track of stuff that dies during the game. But while we're doing that, Jack, you want to go over the mission real quick they're playing?
Over
So this is Purge the Foe.
So the Scraver.
So I know for a fact that
on the board.
conversion.
that Samuel Pope
Except for these guys each.
on the other table playing with his Endless Swarm Nids, not a fan of this one.
Strat.
So, Purge the Foe rewards both killing units and holding objectives, and trying to game the system of killing more and holding more than your opponent.
What's that gun?
So if you kill a unit in your opponent's army,
Oh,
at the end of the turn you get 4 points.
No, I just-
If you hold an objective at the start of your turn, you get 4 points. If you hold more objectives than your opponent, which is a tough ask, you get 8 instead.
10.
And if you've killed more units than your opponent at the end of the battle round, you get 8 instead of 4 on that
one
one.
of them.
So there's potentially 16 primary up for grabs every single turn for
Yeah,
each player,
Now,
Yeah.
but some of that's mutually exclusive, right? Both players can't both kill more and hold more. So
Yeah, this is the way that we used to play Warhammer, guys.
Yep.
Back in the olden days, this was
One heck of a
the
chunk.
mission. Was this? This was the primary for every mission that you played.
that was
in
also
ITC.
the FLG way of doing it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
The hold one, hold more, kill one, kill more.
That was
got a-
7th, 8th edition
I did.
ITC
Yep.
missions. Yeah.
You got
Big
1
killing.
point for a kill, 1 point
what's
for a
your
hold,
fastest
1
scout
point for
move?
kill more, 1 point for hold more, 1
9
point
and
for
12
something. I
moves?
forget what it was.
so fast as you
But
can get to
here it's narrowed down into secondaries, and you get 4 primary for kill, 4 primary for hold, 8 for
no matter
more.
what.
Yeah, so if you're an old head in Warhammer and haven't checked out the scene in a while, this
On
mission will be a
bottom.
little bit familiar to you. All right, so in our game here, do you think this mission
Let's say it's
favors
actually
either
on
of the
top,
players particularly?
That's a choice.
Probably
edition
not.
were you
They
in?
both have a
Third?
similar number of units.
Third edition. is all
It
just
might
your
favor the
dudes up on
Necrons
rooftops
a
shooting at
little,
each
but
other.
then they have cheap units. No, I honestly don't think it does. They have cheap units like solo destroyers that are quite easy to kill, scarabs that are quite easy to kill, 5-man death marks that are easy to kill. So it's very easy to at least get the 4 every single turn and possibly threaten to get the 8 unless they start pushing, right? Unless they start making additional kills happen.
To me, the big question on this mission is always who gets that first turn kill, right? Because, you know,
Get out of the camera. Get out of the camera.
who gets that first turn kill? Because if one player can get a kill on turn 1 and the other one can't, that's an 8-point swing in the game, right? You're getting 4 points, the other player's getting 0. So that's a huge swing in the game.
Yep. Yeah,
So I'm not sure
turn
who
1
that
is
favors.
huge.
Yeah. I think if Matt goes second, he'll have an opportunity to uppy downy something on turn 1, which could really make it easy for him to get that first turn kill.
Yep. The biggest thing I see decided on these, I think, honestly, I just think they should add a rider that says you can't score at turn 1 because
Yeah.
the first turn,
that-
1 kill to 0, getting an 8-point score lead right out of the gate is it's a bit much, and we have to see the player's position around that. They both know that's at play,
Definitely got bumped.
and so they have to be careful not to give up, like not to leave one piece hanging to allow them to get that 1 to 0.
And just to be
kill
clear,
lead.
you cannot score the hold more on turn 1, but you can skill the kill more on turn 1.
Yes, you can.
So, yeah.
So a lot of primary at play, but an 8 to 0 swing on turn 1 because you killed 1 unit and your opponent didn't would be huge.
Yeah, this is definitely a mission where I think going second is pretty good for me. I would want to go second here, but I'm bad at the game and I always want to go second. So here's Matt's list we saw last night in that tie game in round 6. You want to go through it real quick for us, Jack?
Where's the map?
Absolutely. So we've got 3 units of Immortals.
Killing my man.
1 with a Plasmancer, 2 with Chronomancers. Chronomancers give them -1 to hit and allow them to move after shooting, which is great when you've teleported them next to an objective and allows them to walk on. Really annoying to try to have to screen out. And the Plasmancer lets them hit really hard because you get exploding 5s and 6s on their Tesla. So they can put out a flurry of shots. The Plasmancer also has an enhancement that gives them rerolls to hit if they've arrived like onto the board that turn, which guess what? This army uppy downies
Many drops.
basically every single turn, and that is just a great combo. He's got 2 Canoptic Scarab Swarms to score points. He's got a small squad of Death Marks to score points, 3 Locust Destroyers to score points. But the beef of his list is Illuminor Xeris to buff up those Immortals, reducing incoming AP by 1 and increasing outgoing AP by 1. The 2 Catans, the Nightbringer and the Void Dragon, which hit fairly hard and are just ridiculously durable. Their main balancing factor is that they move 6 inches and are very hard to use. Luckily, in the Hypercrypt Legion, you can just teleport them. Their movement characteristic doesn't matter. So they're really helpful there.
I mean, this matchup feels like the mobility game is pretty much always going to be in Hypercrypt Necron's favor, but I feel like
But I had
in this
the
particular
metal
matchup against
one from
Votann,
W.
I mean, they're pretty favored. Although, if we look at Lou's list,
Well, then
Oh,
finally
sorry.
he has the
There, I'm
monolith.
gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah,
look and-
And the monolith for 3.
we don't care. It just dies to.
Oh, it's
faster
easy.
packs,
It is.
so
Now, Matt
don't worry
has
about it.
Matt has told me that the monolith days are numbered in this matchup. Right? It's going to be +1 to hit, +1 to wound from that from the Votann army. They're going to be grudged on it. I would be shocked if he wasn't.
Matt actually told me at breakfast this morning that it's lived every single game here this weekend at LVO except for last time he was on stream, and he thinks it's going to die this time on stream.
He thinks
right
it's
away.
going to drop pretty quick, and I would tend to agree with him.
Yeah.
But he's not that sad about it. He's like, all right, I'll get my value out of it and move on. It's only 350 points, and it is tough as hell. Toughness 13, 22 wounds,
30.
2-up save, access to a 4-up invuln for a CP. Very tough to kill.
You could get one.
And it turns on all of his strats, right? Because it teleports a million units. It can pull units out of combat. It can teleport, then go 3 away, then pull units around the board. It's just a bag of tricks that does not stop. And then finally, it has good shooting and can drop down real close to his opponent.
But Votann's favorite thing in the entire world is having one really big model to just dump a bunch of stuff into.
Xeris
Yes.
is also
Absolute
a tough
favorite
nut to
thing.
crack.
So
The Catans and the Monolith are actually something that Votann is very good at dealing with. +1 to hit, +1 to wound. I have to imagine it's going to start on those 3, and then one of the Immortal units. And then as the Immortals kill, they're going to get Judgment tokens and be easier to kill in return. So we'll have to see how Matt manages the kills in the game, right? To prevent giving him +1 to hit and wound against those Immortals too quickly.
morning, Lewis. So here is a Votann list from Sweet Lou, the Slayer of Nadens.
Yeah, he beat the odds-on favorite to win the event, Sean Naden. He beat him in round 5? No, 6. Beat him in round 6.
Right, beat him in round 6. Beat Scott Ketchum's sisters last night in the Shadow round to get here to top 8. And this is a weird Votann list. It's not doing any of the stuff that you would expect to see from a top competitive Votann list. He doesn't have 3 units of Hearthguard. He doesn't have 6 Sagittars.
24.
He's running 3 max units of Thunderkin and a unit of Berserks, for God's sake. I mean, this is not what the conventional wisdom is on Votann that I've seen in tournaments.
Yeah, it still has the good units, right? It has 1 unit of, well, Berserks are aight, but they help him have, if he has problems with a unit in combat, they'll go deal with it. He just has the 1 unit. That's totally fine.
For real,
He's,
for real.
For real, for real. No
I
cap
really
fam.
don't want to go first in this game.
He has a unit of 10-man Einherjar Hearthguard that ignore modifiers. Very good into those Catan. This event has ruled that ignore modifiers ignores damage reduction and AP reduction. So they are very good at killing those Catan and anything else that has damage, like the Incarn or -1 damage. And he's got a land fort and 3 Sagittars with the Casino Cannons, the lasers, where every, they hit on 4s.
Sustain D3.
But sustain D3 on 6s is a lot. And he's got 2 Thunderkin. He's got 3 6-mans, as you said, but one of the Thunderkin has the conversion beamers, and 2 of them have the Graviton blasters. I actually like that if you're going to take 18 Thunderkin, because you don't want to overload one weapon profile and make your entire army act the exact same way. One of those units operates at 24 inches and is a different threat profile to their opponent. So it's not just, hey, if you're good into Graviton, you're good into me. It's not just you have to stay outside 18. You have a little more diversity to have to think about.
It's nice. It makes your opponent have to use their brain more. And anytime you can make your opponent use their brain more, it's a chance for them to make a bad decision. They can give you an advantage in the game.
So something Votann does really well, we'll have to see how the players can use their first turn advantage. Votann have a lot of scout moves. Some of their best units scout quite well. You have the bikes who scout 9 and then have a movement value of 12 and shoot reasonably hard. So the last thing you want to let them do is scout, move, and just shoot a bunch of your skirmishing units off the board before you get a chance to use them. That would be a problem. They also can take board position very well. In addition, the Sagittars, my pick for the best unit in that book, they scout 6 and then also, I believe, move 12.
Whoa! I'm moving your thing, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I sneezed. I didn't want to sneeze in it.
No, your Sagittar.
It got moved by the robot.
Oh, my God, dude. Cheating.
Sorry.
What allies?
Get that man DQ'd. His Sagittar got moved by the...
I do play Votann, so I am cheating in Lou's favor right now.
I'm going to leave him where he's at because I think Joe's going to keep moving the camera.
Thank you, Shane.
Right on the edge at 30 inches.
Yeah, I'm
Glad to
sorry,
have you in the
guys. The
chat.
table's just a little bit too narrow. I apologize.
Once I scout, I'll be out of there.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Really nice looking Votann.
Not just my favorite. Where this is going.
Yep.
Really pretty.
I'll have to check in when the game starts
The answer
and
is
see
not
which units
easy.
received the judgment tokens. It's really which unit received the judgment token that's left over after the Catans and the Monolith got one.
Yeah, those are auto takes there. So
Okay.
what's up?
I don't know. He's going to get shot no matter where he goes.
He might get shot somewhere.
I mean, I can put him all the way back here, but that doesn't feel great.
Okay.
This doesn't feel good.
First, it's
All right. Let me.
bad, but if I go second,
Hey Lou,
awful.
if your land fortress dies, you gotta flip it over for the camera, okay? Don't do it till it dies, though.
You heard about it?
Yeah. All right. Apparently, there's some something spicy painted on the bottom of Lou's land.
But we will
fortress.
only find out if it dies. So if it doesn't die, you'll never know.
And stuff.
Yep. So he also has converted his army up to be an entire army of
How likely is
Ironkin,
it that
even
this
his
kills the void.
even his Call or Iron Hero Champion, whichever the character is in the Terminator unit. Yeah. So the only actual dwarf models in this entire, I'm sorry using that term, but the only actual dwarfs in his army are the Ironkin, or not the Ironkin, the Brokir Forge Masters.
Dude, look at that sweet bouquet we got going on here with the,
We'll see.
you know, the focus in the front and the blurry in the back. This is a great shot, guys. Get your wallpaper shots this game. There's two really pretty armies on the table.
And I'll hit him.
Yeah, we've had the privilege of having a lot of very pretty models on stream.
We have, yeah. And I did talk to Matt yesterday about his paint job after the game on stream. He did paint it himself, and he said it was all just with the washes, like super easy stuff.
Yes, sir.
But it looks awesome. I legitimately love this Necron paint job.
Okay.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about paint. This is the top 8 of LVO.
That makes sense.
We're here to punch each other in the dick.
All right.
All right, so here's
let's see how
the.
fast I die.
Cool.
This
I know
Void
this
Dragon
is a
could be a
great
problem
matchup
for
for me.
Lou.
It's actually a terrible match.
Does it still heal when it kills vehicles?
So in the shooting phase,
I got a
you
one.
pick a vehicle within 12, I believe, and on a 2-up, you do D3 to it and heal for the same amount.
Looks like Votann have to go
see
first
some
here,
scouts?
unfortunately. Lou rolled a 2 and Matt rolled a
when you do
1.
your-
I don't. Yeah, I mean, it lets Matt teleport on turn 1. Getting
All right, hold
those
on, wait,
scout
wait.
moves is
Art
huge.
of War 40K says, "Hello world, we have to play our little game here." That is a programming reference.
Yeah, that's Richard.
Therefore, that's Richard.
No, that's Richard.
What's
That's
the
Richard.
AP
100%.
of,
Hey, Richard.
Hi, Richard. Good morning.
Grav cannon.
All right, top of 1 here for the Votann.
Grav 2. So I'll get a 3-up again.
Sorry, you were saying something important.
With a monolith.
So he gets to make really good use of these scout moves
correct?
going first because he has perfect
Entire-
information.
Yes.
Because he knows he's going first. He knows where all the units are. So he might be able to just blow up that Void Dragon right now. Like, honestly, he has a lot of units in position to shoot at it.
The
and,
versus Grav.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-up.
Oh, he.
Don't ignore cover.
It's
Nick.
Cover, gaining
These
AP.
guys are
So what was it? Hello World was
All
the
right.
first.
Gain AP. So
Yeah,
What's
it's what
this?
that's what you always program for like a test program for any language. To type a program that
No,
prints
I
"Hello
like it
World" on
melee.
the screen.
Wasn't it the
like a
first
cannon
like
melee.
thing that was ever produced on a computer?
I have no
think?
idea, but since I am a person on the internet, I have to speak with conviction and say yes, it was Jack. That's
It's the
correct.
most Nick thing possible is to accidentally make a reference to something he doesn't know. love to have you in chat, Nick.
Nick,
glad to
can,
have
I,
you
can I
here.
get a token dwarves from you since Richard's not here this morning, please?
I did.
Hashtag intentional. Yeah, Nick's actually a very good commentator in his own right. So
I've never seen him do it. I don't know.
yeah, it sounds right.
one of my
I texted him this morning and I went, I get it now. I get it.
That's terrible.
By the way, Joe, you are a machine.
Just not-
I don't
Yeah,
understand how
well,
you do
you know.
this.
It's either do this or starve, so it makes it pretty easy for me.
Fair enough.
This is the
Quarters.
quarterfinals.
Yes.
Yes, there's 3 games today, so they're top 8 here.
So I can come here.
So-
Player, winner of this goes into top 4, and guess what? The winner of that game goes into the
Depends on how
finals,
fat your bike
Yeah.
is.
which is the top 2,
So
and the winner of that is in top 1.
yep.
I want to mark scouts
So
just so I can get
it is possible with the scout moves. It's very hard to hide from a Votann army
You said
that
3.
just decides to like push you and try and find angles
you're
early.
marking both
Because the Sagittars move 18 with their 6 scout move and their 12 move, and the bikes move what 21 with their 9-inch move and a 12-inch move.
Giving it to the monolith?
So it's very hard to
Are you
like
aware of his
cover
unlimited
their
power?
entire threat range where they can move and then see you.
Bulldog, thanks so much, man.
So Votann can be a very alpha strikey army. The question he has to ask himself right now is how much does he want to try to leverage turn 1? As I said, he might be able to blow up that Void Dragon. That Void Dragon might be able to die, right? He has a lot of units that can shoot at it.
Honestly,
and
I think that's a more
+1 to hit,
important
+1
kill.
to wound.
Yeah, it's a more important kill to him than the Monolith right now, I think, because that Void Dragon, I don't know, it just seems really scary to this particular army.
He also does not have access to the Monolith. Votann threat ranges are very low.
Right.
A lot of their weapons are 24, especially their more powerful ones.
I didn't even know.
He might be able to get like one shot at the Monolith. It's not going to do real damage. But that Void Dragon is in shooting range. Does he want to try and take it to the Hypercrypt Legion right off the bat? Or does he want to sit back and try and play a more measured game with maybe using some board control, that sort of thing?
Yeah, just an objective marker your opponent.
What's up, Mario? Good morning, man.
It's fine. It doesn't make sense for you to hate me being in my home.
I love that model so much, Void Dragons.
It's my home.
Hanbagel, I was about to ask you to do that. You are so fucking good. Need PhD, thanks for the $20, man. Jack, please plug Joe's The Creator Support site, starting with a P.
We're in like an hour and a half.
That YouTube will not let me spam.
It depends on
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
Okay.
Yeah. Joe actually has a Patreon at patreon.com/wargameslive, I believe.
That's correct.
Where you can check out so if you've liked the stream games here, you can check out a non-commentary, but you'll hear the players, stream game for every single round of LVO. All you got to do is you got to go to the Patreon that is linked in the chat right now and go sign up. In addition, you will support one of the better creators on the platform. I only have a little bit here before Joe makes me stop talking.
Yeah. I think he didn't token the Monolith. I think he tokened this Catan. Those are his grudge token markers, right?
Well, there's 5 of them,
Nightbringer,
so I don't
Scarabs,
think so.
And Immortals?
Pretty sick.
I would be the Scarabs he might have done just to get the CP right off the bat. That would be very
this
interesting.
Looks like
but I don't think those are his grudge tokens because there's 5 of them.
They're also in this color scheme of Matt's.
They're getting out.
Marker stuff.
They might be wound counters.
Can I charge?
I'm not sure.
Why not?
I can double check.
Yeah.
But if you want to find out how to play your army to the best of your abilities, you can check out the warroom.vhx.tv, where me and several of my teammates have a global community where we make videos every single week and going over how to be your best at the game of 40K with stream games and faction focuses and masterclass on the different factions and theory videos going deep diving on different topics. It's in the chat right now, but also, hey, maybe you're not ready to go all in. There is a 3-day free trial. You can check it out. You can become part of our global community in our Discord, and you can submit your lists for our YouTube videos, things like that, where you can get them fixed up. We also have a YouTube channel over at Art of War 40K on YouTube.
It's legitimately an amazing resource, guys. Yeah, if you're interested in getting better at the game or just learning some stuff, I couldn't recommend a better service for it. So I missed some super chats, guys. Sorry. Thank you so much. $5 from Sean. A lot of Thunderkin. Yes, it is. He likes the guns. Can't blame him. And then we have a Jordan. Thanks for the $20. Got to meet Joe and Jack yesterday, and they were incredibly nice.
Cool.
You must have met us early in the day, Jordan, but thanks for coming by. Glad you had a great time at LVO, man. It is an amazing event, and I hope you get to come back next year. Hope to see more of you guys here next year. It's definitely one of those destination tournaments. You can make a whole vacation out of it.
Bring it down and extend battle lines. We have extend.
All right.
Yes.
And we need to
just as a little color, we mentioned this earlier, but I think it bears mentioning again. The odds-on favorite to win the entire event out of 1,000 players, is Sean Naden. Sean Naden was 5-0 going into round 6, and the player who knocked him out is Sweet Lou right here.
Yep, and you know who is not an Art of War member? Sean Naden.
That's right. If he was, he might have known a little bit more about the game of 40K.
Good.
Cool.
I should mention that to him, actually. Thank you, Cahill.
The gun underneath.
Casey asks, is there a big tournament like this in Cherokee, North Carolina? Well, you are in for a treat, Casey. There is an event called Cherokee, run by the same guys who do LVO. and it's coming up in March, I think. It's an amazing event. You should check it out. Cherokee Open. Sorry, Cathal, thanks for the 5 pounds.
Thank you so much, Cathal. I had to get a pronunciation guide from him, and I'm
Cattle?
pretty sure I'm still messing it up. But it's like, it's not cattle, it's not Cathal. It's like ca, then you forget how to talk, and then you just go owl.
What's it?
You're Cathal.
12.
Tell me if I'm getting that right.
So I'm at 11.
So it's like cat and then
What's this one's
like
name?
a
D6.
cat vomiting sound.
It's like ka,
Is anything
Oh.
else over there 3 damage or?
kahal. Yeah.
No.
No.
Then I will use CP here because it's the highest damage. Fails.
Close? All right. Well, I'll take it.
Okay, use the CP reroll there.
For 1.
Okay.
1 damage.
Down to 10.
Okay, he is going after the Void Dragon.
Yeah.
Starting with the next
I
bike
think this
squad.
is a good call.
I think
I'll
so.
go with this one.
Okay.
The Hypercrypt is bad in a, or
Search
not
your
ideal
stuff
for a
and stuff?
straight up fight. He still has resources for it.
It'll just be
But
the other
forcing one on
Okay,
him
well,
and then
it's
swarming an
highlights.
objective can really force Matt into
no
a,
problem.
onto
You're
a
good,
back
you're
foot
good. Just
position where he
double-check.
can teleport anywhere he wants,
I didn't
just
know if, like,
not
there was
onto the objectives he would like and not with all the resources he wants.
You guys take up a lot of real
This is
estate.
nice too for Sweetly because he's got bring it down
We're
as
doing
well this
both
turn.
units together. And this is the auto cannons.
Auto cannons, my dude. Hitting on 3s, hitting on 4s. Hell yeah, 2.
2. Pass 1, fail 1. Good.
Good. And then 6 shots.
Yeah, Matt is a huge Swiftie. He said he went to 1 Eras tour and 1
Nothing.
something other tour.
Next
I
group.
forgot. But I asked him because the chat was wondering.
Tech priesting the Patreon table, guys.
3.
All right.
Fails 1.
Extend battle lines. Also, this is gonna be a huge turn for Lou.
Takes
Get,
down to 9.
Could get 8 primary and 10 secondary.
The
Extend is
highlight.
definitely what you want on turn 1. It is
Yeah.
it is by far the best secondary draw on turn 1 because it is exactly what you want to already do.
5.
What you want for secondaries are secondaries that are you don't have to change your game plan at all and you'll score them. He already wants to kill the Void Dragon. The card's just telling him, you know what, Chief, go for it. That is a good plan. I like it. I'm here for it. He already wants to get on objectives, and guess what? The cards are here to support him. So he's playing the game he wants to play, and he'll find points along the way. That is exactly what cards you want to draw.
It won't affect him, right?
With 10 more
Our
gifted
monster
memberships.
I'm going to, though.
Thanks so much, man. Patreon table is Swarm Nids versus Swarm CSM.
I set him up here.
And
one guy can
the guard is playing against Eldar, I think,
He'll shoot over
this
there.
round.
So the one on the cannon?
Yes, sir.
Again, the top 8 and pairings are
One, no one.
Black Templar Firestorm versus Eldar. This game here on stream, Votann versus Necrons. Then we have Eldar versus Guard and CSM versus Tyranids.
AP?
Those are your matchups.
No cover?
Oh, no cover.
No cover.
So you just kill base?
Okay. And high las. 1 explosion.
It's good call from Lou here. If you play Votann, you always want to oath up one super easy to kill target just to make sure you get your loot pinata
Yep.
as early in the game as possible.
He's down to 1.
All right, I'll do the Mo launcher there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh my god, he's using the mole launcher.
2
Shots.
1 hit.
I believe in the mole launcher.
1 wound.
Does it ignore cover?
No.
5 up. No, he's dead.
Hey, mole launcher gonna kill!
6 CP.
Yep, so at the start of the following, start of the next battle round, I believe, he'll
Yeah.
drop 3 CP into his pool.
Start of his next
Second
command
time
phase.
that's happened.
Start of his next command phase, so he'll gain 3 CP,
All right, man.
which is probably worth not having +1 to hit and wound against a 4th target.
See that for shooting. I'm not
Amazing.
missing anything.
And
I don't think so.
that's a kill. So he's got 1 kill on the board. Did not kill the Void Dragon. Not really that surprising, honestly. It's a really tough target.
I'm gonna be dumb in that.
And it's a unit that is on the board on turn 1
Yeah.
that can go do things and score secondaries and whatnot, so something else will have to go fill that role. So it looks like the Void Dragon is not... whoa, what is he doing? Is he charging the Nightbringer?
They'll be able to get the back guys with the pylon.
He's charging the Nightbringer. Oh, this is super aggressive. Oh my god, he's trying to pin the Nightbringer in.
Are those
He
the
doesn't-
Berserks? Oh, those are Berserks.
Those are the Berserks. I don't think he thinks he's going to kill the Nightbringer. Sweet Lou is very cognizant of the math that takes to kill these units. I don't think he is trying. to kill the Nightbringer. I'm sure he'll wound him, right? He'll wound him. He only heals D3. He'll hurt him because +1 to hit and wound. But he's not trying to kill him.
Yeah,
but I think he's
the
trying to do.
hammers are fucking really. They slap, dude.
They do slap.
People sleep on. These are like old Thunder hammers. They're damage 3. I think they're AP3, maybe AP2.
Well, it doesn't matter against the Nightbringer. His invuln is.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Anyway.
+1 to hit and wound is going to slam. No questions asked there. But I don't think he thinks he's going to kill him. I think he's going to make him easier to kill later in the game and tie him up. The Nightbringer, unlikely to get out of this combat.
Yeah.
And what that means is that he's stuck. Oh, well, he just took a lot of damage.
12.
He just took 12 damage. If he fails every Feel No Pain, he is dead here.
That would be insanely huge, actually.
That would be massive.
No, he's
He didn't quite, but he did take a lot of damage. He rolled good on his Feel No Pains, so that saved him.
Take 6.
But yeah, taking 6 damage, he won't recover from that. He'll heal a little bit, and then he can get shot again.
Yep.
And now Laura's on the back foot. Matt has to now dig himself out of combat, because once he's in combat, he can't leave.
Is it better?
He can't go anywhere. He's just there, ready to be shot by an entire Votann army on the following turn.
You cannot hypercrypt uppy downy if you're in combat.
That's right. And Lou has units of Thunderkin in reserves. He has a unit of Hearthguard in reserves. By pinning this thing there and wounding it, he is setting it up for the kill on the following turn with his Terminators coming and killing it, with his Thunderkin coming in and shooting it. He's pinning it there. He's saying, yeah, you get my turn. You get my Berserks. They're not that important anyway. In response, you are there, sir. And he'll kill him on the following turn.
Numbers because of the 3-up.
Yeah. I think this is right. Okay. All hit.
He's doing his crack back here on the Nightbringer.
4 wounds.
Damage?
First one. 6.
Okay, I'll take it on a little guy.
Okay.
Kills him. Next one?
Yep. I mean, he might leave the Berserks at 1 model, but 1 model will keep him locked in.
Kills the guy.
Yeah.
Next one.
So the reason why I love the Mole Launcher, by the way, is it gives you an extra wound on one of those bases,
Kills a guy.
which can be the difference maker sometimes.
4.
Ooh, guy might live.
Especially on a unit that has a 4-up Feel No Pain.
I'll put this on the launcher.
Okay.
Launcher dies.
Twice.
So
End of the
first 4
combat
dies.
phase, you take mortal wounds on a 4-up. You do, you take
Okay, if he can peel himself out of combat here.
2.
2, he needs to make a Feel No Pain. If he can make a Feel No Pain, he's stuck, and he makes both.
of them.
All right, so the Nightbringer killed 4.
Yep.
By killing 4, he left him at 1 model. If the Nightbringer's pulse killed that last model, the Nightbringer is free and can go where he wants.
Yeah, that would have been a huge swing.
It would have been
because it
massive.
also would have given Matt a kill to
Yes.
neutralize lose kill more potentially.
I mean, I think that Berserk is not long for this world.
Yeah,
But-
that's true. I forget he gets his whole turn
Yeah.
to score that.
But it'll pin that Nightbringer in place. The Nightbringer has 1 Berserk clinging to his feet
I'm gonna go up to 2 seat.
and just saying, "Don't leave. Do not leave."
Yeah,
He's going up. Uno.
he's like riding on his tops of his shoes, like he's got his arms wrapped around his legs, sitting on the tops of his feet.
So the Berserks fight on death, I believe, if they have not already fought. It might be on a 4-up.
Yeah.
It might be automatic, but
Yeah. No,
if they are not already fought.
One of the new LVO dice. There's
Every fight on death in a game
Oh,
now,
these
I
are
think,
really
is
cool.
if you haven't already
I
fought.
like that, like Matt.
Yes.
Pretty sure.
So he has the unit in a Sagittar. The Sagittar moves up 6. The
Alright,
unit
so
gets
everything is
out,
pulled off.
then moves, and then makes a
Hold
charge.
his sacred
It is on a
power
4+.
Yes.
of your judgment token
Okay.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everybody.
And you can only do it if you're killed by a melee attack, it says. So like the Nightbringer's pulse thing, if it killed a guy, would not have triggered it.
So
Yeah.
now I
Can
go
you
to
zoom in and see how many wounds the Void Dragon's at?
Then I go to drawing cards.
Let's see, what's the best angle?
Draw and draw. Okay,
I know we have the technology. It doesn't look like it's a very high number.
it's easy enough.
Also
6.
6, so he's at half health. So the Void Dragon does heal 2 D3 because there's a vehicle in his vicinity, but also not likely to heal up to full.
Oh,
And then he gets lit up on the following turn.
I'm hypercrypt. I'm homering.
Homers and cleanse.
So now we go to reanimation.
Yes, sir.
Nightbringer. 2. Update.
Okay.
Void Dragon. 1.
Oh,
7.
all right. Heals up to 7. How much did the Void Nightbringer heal up to?
He'll up to 8.
Healed up to 8. Very killable.
Movement time.
So
I mean,
Yes, yes. So they're there. He's looking to make a problem of the Void Dragon. He's looking to jam up Sweet Lou and get value out of the Void Dragon before he goes down.
I think you said it before, but remind me, does the Void Dragon still heal up when it kills vehicles, or is that
It does not. It has the shooting phase pulse mortals and heal for the same amount. If he just heals for 1 and goes up to 8, he is very likely to just drop on the following turn. So he needs that number to be large to go up to, if he rolls a 3, he'll go up to a 10. And that could hopefully keep him alive through the following turn.
if I shoot.
Yeah, what did he uppy here before he downies?
I don't-
He
I
uppied the
don't-
monolith.
He upbeat the monolith for sure.
You always do that. Remember, you can downy if you uppied from the board on the first turn.
Is that 7?
Looks like I'm within 8.
You can't downy from reserves on the first turn, but you can
you gotta
downy
clear
if
out.
you uppied.
Maybe an 8.
I think an 8.
Look at it.
You must uppy
Actually
before
kill-
you may downy.
I mean, you should be able
Everyone
On
knows
turn
that.
1, yes.
What goes uppy must come downy.
What's the problem?
I think it was Sir Isaac Newton, actually.
Frank, if you want to check out the stats right now live, the site Stat Check, which is an amazing resource for Warhammer tournaments, stat-check.com, has a full statistics spreadsheet breakdown of LVO that they are updating in real time. It's a pretty amazing resource. They also posted it on Reddit in the Warhammer competitive
What
subreddit.
do you have in reserve?
It's really good.
Deep strike specific.
Okay, so
in deep
That
strike.
is just
Matt's army
right.
These guys.
And you can
is not horrible in a straight-up fight. Is not terrible at it. Doesn't want to do it if it doesn't have to, though. Matt, I think, is perfectly happy, especially going second, to take turn 1 as off as Sweet Lou will allow.
safe there.
So he is sitting back.
His
He
due
does not
diligence.
want to just get dropped on by a whole bunch of Hearthguard, a bunch of those Thunderkin. He does not want any part of that. So if the worst thing he can do right now is just expose a ton of resources and get them all killed. That is the last thing he wants. He can teleport a unit anywhere he wants on the board, but he cannot do that once that unit is dead. So if he runs out of resources, he might find himself not able to score the points he wants. He took a fixed secondary plan that is very intensive on the units on the board. Oh, he didn't. No, he just drew
he's
homers and
tactical.
cleanse.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just drew it.
Usually when you see homers and cleanse, it's fixed.
back,
But no, he just drew homers and cleanse.
He just got lucky.
Okay. But even so, to play the game of 40K, you need a variety of units. You need units to fight, you need units to score. And if he runs out of too many units, he might find himself having to decide between scoring points and fighting back. And that is,
I'll probably get
it's a bad position to find yourself in. So he needs to take this turn relatively,
in a second.
be relatively conserved on this turn, but not open himself up to getting hit with a follow-up from Lou.
This guy to here.
One of those is a Tesla, right? Oh no, they're all
The Tesla unit's up there.
They're up there.
No, Matt is a loud and proud Swiftie.
I thought Talanov said he's a legal Swiftie. I was like, is there a legal process for that now? You have to
This
like
guy.
Yeah, gotta apply.
register with the
here,
government.
Yeah, so he can see. So it's like 1 from this unit.
Seems a
will not
little
be shooting.
extreme.
I guess he can shoot that Sagittar.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
But who is
Shoot
it?
that.
Yeah. There you go.
Is the Chronomancer an 18? He is. Okay.
I think who is it that said it best? Everybody in the club
I don't
gets
know.
Swiftie.
Was that Rick and Morty
No.
getting Swiftie? I have no idea. So Matt got his second CP because he got 1 on Sweet Lou's turn and 1 on his own. Because you gain 1 CP per player turn. You get paced out over the course of the game. Now, Sweet Lou is going to gain a ridiculous amount of CP on his following turn. If he doesn't spend any here, he's going to go up to 6 at the start of his turn.
Thanks for the top help there, Matt.
Because Votann gain CP based off how quickly they kill their first judged unit.
It was 50 cents, you're right.
And, yeah. Okay, cool. I wouldn't know. Oh, and he also has Imitech. Sorry, he has Imitech the Stormlord, who gives him an extra CP every turn. There you go.
And then
Everybody in the club.
if I'm winning this game, I think
Gets
that will
50.
happen.
Yeah, so
He did use a reroll.
he has
AMR.
Imitech. I completely
Yeah.
forgot about that. He actually was nice enough to walk me through his list, what was in it, and everything that it looks to do before the game. So yes, he has Imitech usually by himself, just being a CP generator because the army has so many very good stratagems.
Goes here, and he just doesn't. Oh wait, no. Can you see through the vent?
They are playing these ruins as modeled here. So if
The
you
vent's
can
got like a bunch of stuff.
draw a line of sight
Pretty
through
much
that
have to
vent,
almost
then
head
you
on
can see.
toward the suit.
Yeah, that's an interesting decision. A lot of
He's not gonna be
events
shooting, but he's going to be given
just count all that stuff as closed
buff
to
Varys'
allow the terrain to look cool
gonna
and
be
also
giving
function really well.
Varys' buff
So you have to
to
keep
unit.
that in mind when you
There we go.
play
Words are
here,
hard.
that you can actually be seen through those
Yeah, the
windows.
vast majority of the buildings are modeled as fully closed, but there are a couple asymmetries here, like these towers.
Would you-
One of the towers is fully enclosed,
mark.
the other one has got some open sides like
Mark
this.
it.
Yep,
Teleport.
and
Mark in
it was a big deal yesterday on stream that that there were shots taken through those open.
spot here.
holes.
Can go.
Oh, shoot, I should close the whole thing, guys.
Yeah.
Just wait until it hits
No,
even.
they can't go on the bottom floor. What's the likelihood of this killing them in Overwatch?
It's okay, YouTube ate a percentage anyway.
Can you run me through it?
51, 48 doesn't add up to
12
100.
at damage 2, AP 1, no cover, and then 2 with sustained D3 on the 6s.
So
Or
how many
strength 10,
shots total? How many dice?
14.
14 shots total. Hitting on 6s.
But these are sustained 1, that's sustained D3.
So
He can also make them sustain
close
2 with a
AP on a lot of
strat.
that one.
AP 1, no cover, or AP 2.
Joe, not my death marks.
Yeah.
No.
Joe,
Sorry.
Go.
I'll stop. Your armies just look good, guys. What can I do?
Joe, they look better when they don't get hit by the camera.
Yeah, sorry.
So
Morning,
let
Gamer
me
Geek. Jason,
Look at something.
glad to have you here with us.
I'm trying to go here.
I got a 9 guy too, if that helps
Morning,
you.
man. Thanks
I
for
did
letting
go
me
there. I
know.
just forgot to grab it.
Yeah. I think you can,
I can definitely fit.
yeah, you can for sure fit.
So what I'm looking at
Yes, sir.
is
These kinds of armies are hell on the camera. Usually I have enough
Can
space to not be
you-
on the field to play at all, but I'm hanging over
he
a quarter of an
charges
inch on
here.
each side because the table is narrow.
you'd be able to put any
Death marks are
craft
teleporting down, yeah.
reserve, which means if I put the monolith like in this general vicinity, it'll be alive next turn.
I would agree with that.
Well, even if
If who charges there? The big guy though, right?
yeah, if he goes here,
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. No, you fucking zone me out super hard.
and the best you could get maybe is like here.
Yeah, but I think with these
I
guys,
think
that's going to be pretty
you only have
accurate.
18-inch range on them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so if I put the monolith back there, I'm safe still anyway.
You're pretty safe.
How dare people
Risky. They're just gonna be
request money for services rendered, Stefan? You're right.
9 away from this
Ridiculous.
You've deployed teleport homers.
thing.
What's
if
up,
you want to go back
Orionic?
there and fight them,
See you, man.
you're more than welcome to it.
I think I'll be all right.
Joe Tank shot 3 death marks.
If they live, they'll get to teleport another day.
Okay.
Okay, where's my sticks? There's a stick.
Oh my goodness.
There's a stick. I'm throwing stuff.
Oh, who's the one fucking up the models now? Huh?
I only hit the terrain.
It's a lot quieter in here today, so I probably shouldn't be yelling at the players. I'm gonna stop.
No, they seem into it.
Yeah.
You got to keep them in line somehow.
What's up, BS Machine?
Do they have any pluses to charge or anything?
I'm not. They're not.
Patreon table is Swarm Tyranids versus Swarm Chaos Space
No,
Marines.
nothing. My army gets any bonuses.
What's
to
up, Falcon
charge.
Punch? Good to see you, man. Good to see you,
They
Punch.
are here to shoot, and that is the end of that.
Sounds good to me.
I wonder if one of those cool skull-shaped shift knobs
Reroll to
would
100.
fit on my
If you're on a
joystick that I use for cameras.
Just ones,
I gotta try that.
everything.
If you're
Did the monolith die? No, Miss Phoenix. It's actually upping
So
right
that
now,
guy, when I
and
do
will
my
be
shooting
downing
speed,
shortly.
here, which
So the great thing about this detachment is it overcomes the biggest weakness of the monolith, which is usually it's super slow and can't fit between buildings. But in Hypercrypt, you can just pull it up off the table and deep strike it anywhere back down on the table.
they're just
Yep. Even 3 away from enemies sometimes.
Yeah.
Does gun tip not see there?
So you pull it up at the end of your opponent's
You're like halfway
turn,
through,
right?
so
And then you
goes
come
all
down at
the
the end of
way.
your movement phase, just like Grey Knights. So he did re-downing it almost back in the same spot, but a little bit further
Nickel and
forward.
dime that.
So having played Grey Knights
Oh, no, he's not put it down yet.
Measure
rather a lot,
inches from here.
the amount of times you pull a unit off the board and drop it back down in the same place is
I'm gonna measure
quite often.
18 from
Yeah.
there.
And that's not what he's doing, but
Always.
it happens quite a
Well,
lot.
for Grey Knights, it unlocks a lot of your strats, right?
Exactly. Well, also, what you do is you pull units off the board, see what the cards give you, see what your turn needs to do, and then put them back where you want. So by pulling them, you have the option to put them back where they are, and totally fine to do that. Or you can put them in a completely new place. But if you don't pull them, you don't have those options.
Yeah, John McCardle, dude, thank you so much, man. It's so great hanging out with you this weekend. Thanks for all your incredible support, man. Hope you had a good time.
And that's not a
in
secret.
the city of lost
Nope,
wages.
that is the monolith.
I got the chance to meet John McCardell in the flesh this weekend. He's a real person.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, so glad to have you here. You help so much with the support.
You should go visit him and check out his collection sometime. It's gorgeous. He's got beautiful Horus Heresy armies. Plural, like all of them. He made me have Stormraven envy, not gonna lie. Or what's the Stormbird? Sorry, Stormbird.
Oh.
He has 3 units of bikes. I don't know if any of them are max squads.
They're all through-mans.
Okay, that makes sense.
So his list is 2 Brokir Forge Masters, 1, I forget if it's a champion or call, 1 unit of 10 Hearthguard, 1 unit of 10 Warriors, 3 units of 3 bikes, 3 Sagittars, 3 units of 6 Thunderkin, and 1 unit of 5
Okay.
Berserks.
I'm ready to
And a Land Fort.
shooting.
Surprised the Land Fort hasn't moved up alongside the rest of these units. He might be worried about it getting hit by something,
Oh no!
but it seems like it's hanging back quite a lot while the rest of his army pushes forward. I'm curious to see what the strategy there is.
We'll look at that one.
Okay.
On a 2 up. Yep, you take 2 mortal wounds.
Down to 7.
Okay, so he didn't roll a 1, so he does go up to 9 wounds on that Void Dragon. Sweet Lou has to put the work into those things to put them away on this coming turn, because otherwise he will have sunk a bunch of damage and resources into
That's how it
nothing.
always goes.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked he's playing so
Okay,
aggressively
so
with
that's all
these
he can
bikes
do.
too. I would have
Put
assumed the
everything
bikes are
here.
going to be
One
used
guy
more
cannot
for
shoot
taking
it.
up space on the table, playing the mission,
No,
stuff like
put
that.
them
You
back
can
by
pull them
0
off
so
the
I got them
board
off instead.
at the end of your turn if they're within
Chronomancer?
6 of a board edge, I believe,
2 right now.
and
Yeah.
bring them back in later. But
Okay,
they're
so
sort of
we'll go for
vulnerable
cover.
here, and if I'm Matt,
Okay. The
I feel like those
Chronomancer?
are a pretty priority target for me, just
If it
to
hits,
really limit the mobility of the Votann and
reroll it.
make that disparity in the 2 armies' mobility even greater this
Yeah.
game.
It's gonna be 2 so far.
It seems like that is Matt's plan, right? Not move up too much, not expose too much, but get his Immortals over and shooting down the side at those units to try and pick up those resources on the top objective.
the same.
I don't think he's looking to get the objectives back. I think he's trying to get kill more and give up hold more and treat that as okay. Now, that's all fine, right? He'll get the 8 to 4. Now, he's not getting the 8 to 0, which is kind of a backbreaker, but like when you get the 8 to 0, it's a backbreaker for your opponent. He's not getting that, but he will get the kill more. So 8 points. He'll take a bit of a point lead.
Yeah, the thing you just really want to avoid in this mission is getting your opponent to kill something and you not killing anything. Did I miss a giant super chat?
I'll kill a 3 wound and
No, I said that. It was a long time ago.
You have
Yeah,
it?
that was right
Okay.
at the beginning of the stream.
Not
They stay up longer the
Not that
higher
can
the
hit
money
them.
is. when
Okay.
taking
I
super chat.
see. Well,
Thanks again, Jason.
thank you. Yeah, I think it deserves to be said again. I don't know.
and that's their scoop.
This is the scoot.
I like it.
And they weren't by the vent when they started their shoot, so
You're good.
they shouldn't be by the vent now.
Good declaration of intent there
All
from
right.
Matt.
How many
I think
wounds
both
did
players are
Votann
just
try to
invested in
take?
making sure this game
Two.
plays out how they want it to, like making sure both people are on the same page. These guys are both very personable, and
Next
I'm
thing,
glad we get both on stream.
sequential shooting will took the Tesla into this unit.
Okay. How many can actually?
They should be all just in 24 with that front guy.
These kids these days, Thomas.
So
In the back?
Lou is
Oh, you're right there. No, you're
Yeah.
good.
so with the units he's got on the board, he has overcommitted. But he doesn't just have the units on the board, right? He's got, I believe, 2 units of Thunderkin and a unit of Hearthguard in reserve. So his game plan is get the first punch, get Matt Laura responding, and then crack him back with his reserves. Matt has to try to deal with these units without exposing a whole bunch of units to the crackback from
Was that 6 there? Okay.
those Terminators or whatever, Hearthguard, and the 2 units of Thunderkin, right? Because what Sweet Lou looking to do here, right, is take a hit, lose a bunch of units, but then hit back and pick up very important units that were forced to come out to deal with these Sagittars and the bikes.
Rockbar, thank you so much, man. You guys are popping off
Get a
this
spot to
weekend.
put them. Is this?
Thank you for the support,
That
brother.
is solid.
Appreciate you very much.
For the people that can't see, there's not a lot of room around the dice box. So 11, it's a 22 extra 10, 11.
There's a whole
Im-
table over there.
Immortals sure do put out a lot of shots.
These are all
So
wound on 5s.
every 5 is 2 additional hits with that unit.
I love Tesla so much.
Jeez, is that so many dice? What are we doing here?
They don't do devastating, right?
I think this is the second volley already or something.
I don't know if
too,
I
so-
bumped it or not.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Rockfire.
So it's only 20 shots. If he's uppy downy that turn, they reroll to hit.
It's just a lot.
And every
of shots
5
for
is
you
3
to
hits.
not-
Every 5 or 6.
Jesus.
It's a lot of shots. It's a lot of shots. It's all AP0 or AP1 if he's near Xeris, but
The bikes
a
only
lot of
have 4
shots.
up armor save, I'm pretty sure.
they do. Now, if they have cover, they'll have a 3 up.
Yeah, which he
But-
will. I mean,
which
he's got
he
it there.
might.
From this unit, he definitely does
Give me that many
because
saves.
there's this building in the
I have
way.
no idea.
Kind of
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5 ups.
This
cover, dude.
Oh, yeah.
2,
Will they all get cover?
4, 25.
Yeah. I think I can
Or is he
see
talking about
this one
fence?
guy fully. So if you want to take their saves first with cover and then him last.
This is correct. What Matt's saying here is, yes, you do take the cover is determined on a model-by-model basis in a multi-model unit like this on the defender's side, right? So,
So
Yeah.
the big guy's dead.
And 3.
I think that's correct, Casey. Yeah, end of February.
One.
Sounds right. It's on Frontline Gaming's website. It should be in my calendar, too. What's up, Jimbo? Good to see you, man. Or shut up, Jimbo, should say.
Wouldn't that kill him?
Yeah, I just rolled that one.
Oh,
I should
okay.
have, but hey, it's a 5 up still.
And these are all 4 ups on the last guy. So he's dead. So that's the unit.
Yes, sir.
All right. They do not shoot and scoot because they have a Plasmancer instead of a Chronomancer, but that's why they do
Kill
a lot
there
more
from
damage.
Matt.
So AP1, if Xeris is in the vicinity, will.
One.
Yep, Xeris. I can look over at the table and see. Xeris teleported right next, or walked over right next to the unit, and that gave them
at the bike
the
now.
additional pip of AP that they really used to give that unit a 4 up instead of a 3 up.
Yeah, that is going in the book. That's true. That is a grudgeon.
You got grudged, Sion.
Hey, Tabletop Bob, thank you so much, man.
So,
Or,
if the Void Dragon charges here, he might find himself in range of some of those, or in line of sight of those conversion beamers. If those are the 24-inch range, he walks out, he shoots. He might find himself in line of sight and suddenly taking a bunch of damage off those conversion beamers at max range, getting additional D3 additional hits on every 4.
Good job, guys.
Or 5 or 6. Dan, this is the quarterfinals. There are 2 more games after this today. We'll be here all day.
Thanks for helping out in the chat as well.
8.
And I'm going to get cover on these.
Yes, you will. So 4 ups. I'm going to go ahead and start doing my scoot.
Oh, wow. Didn't fucking pass any. So kills that guy. Kills the other one, brings the big gun down to 2.
What's up, Benjamin? Whoops.
I bumped my
What size is the War Games like? They're what are they? 16 millimeter, the regular size, whatever.
Right,
that
just short.
is.
The last
The dice?
Yeah.
You're on an objective.
Top 8 Templar is
Just the 1 -2 though.
That's Ben Sherwin with his Firestorm. I think it's quite a good army.
2 damage?
2 damage?
no. Unfortunately, Seth had to get back to work today. Storm Daddy. He has like an actual
No, he's
job.
dead. He's so dead.
60 millimeter. Thank you, Hunter Big.
But I had a feeling the one Gauss unit wouldn't kill a full bike unit,
Yeah, you're good.
especially without Zare.
2 really good kills here for Matt. Like I said,
How many wounds?
killing those bikes is going to really cut down on the
I will
Votann's
throw
mobility and ability to take up space on the table.
entirety
Because
of
bike
his
units like that are so good at stringing out and just covering a large area, a large footprint to prevent deep strikes.
The spear will hit. Will wound, -3.
Unfortunately for the Marine lovers in chat,
AP?
they played into each other in the Shadow round last night. So 2 very strong Space Marine players played each other.
D6
Only one of them gets to make it in.
Yeah, Braden, the Patreon games are recorded and then uploaded later. There's lots of reasons for it, but
Guys inside.
yeah.
Welcome in, Christos. Glad to have you here.
I don't think I failed any. Oh, shit, I need to roll there. Yeah, fuck the box.
Roll in the box!
I'm already over here, man.
I'm channeling my inner Joe.
Well, we'll just
Matt did it for us.
Any
That
other
was
shooting
great.
I can go into them.
I have the monolith still to shoot.
See,
And
if you
Zare.
yell at players enough, eventually they start training each other. It's
Looks
great.
like you're good there. Zare's can
Talon Orcs did have a great event, Rusty. We had
4.
1 orc player actually 2 orc players I'm pretty sure
Nope, I
had
am
1 loss,
definitely
and
not
Brad Chester
stopping
and
you
Sean
from getting
Naden both
hold more
made it
this
really
turn,
far
but
in
I
the
will
event.
very
And there was a
comfortably
Tau
get
player
hold
at
more
least
this
one
turn.
who also only had 1
Oh,
loss.
yeah.
That
Yep.
you got to change what you like. Making it to top 8 at LVO is not just having a good event; it's having an exceptional event.
Yes.
Getting into top 16 or even
They killed
top
someone, that's
32 at
why.
LVO is almost the same difficulty as
Alrighty,
winning
then
like a
we're gonna take the
100-player
monolith and we're
tournament.
gonna put everything into that.
And an event, especially an event this size, you can't guarantee anything.
Yeah.
4
Andy, thanks for the 10 pounds, man. I appreciate you.
We'll CP reroll one of those hits.
Okay, so you're down to 1.
Yes, I am. 2 hits, winning on 3s. Cool. Okay, monolith.
Monolith.
Eight
Monolith.
shots.
Fired the death rays and got 0 wounds.
Strength.
8.
Okay, so 5s.
Yeah.
But devastating wounds. So if it rolls a bunch of 6s here,
1
which
minus
it did not, it would have done a bunch of damage.
Happy.
Bulldog, thanks
He's
again,
very
man.
tired.
5
apparently.
gifted
Does not want
memberships.
to participate.
Sorry for you caught us stray
Ferris will
earlier there,
shoot.
by the way. So, thanks for the support.
I guess he can
brother.
only see the kin or the Sagittar, and the Void Dragon wants to charge the Sagittar, so he will shoot the kin.
Okay,
3
it's
shots.
3 shots, right? Yeah.
All hit. 1
Strength.
wound.
Yeah.
9. Minus 3. Don't think you actually have cover.
Damage. Oh,
Wait,
no,
what is he throwing here?
Void Dragon charging the Sagittar.
Oh, it's Xeris. He shot Xeris.
He makes it.
Man, this position is getting crushed for Lou here right
Do you have
now.
any bonuses?
I think he had to have known that was going to happen,
rolls against,
which means
interjecting?
he is setting himself up to counterpunch right here.
And taking the objective now doesn't.
You don't take it. I have 6 on there.
No, but like putting a model on it doesn't accomplish anything. It's only a downside for overwhelming force, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's right. Give him the
Like
ass.
that. I'll
Show him the
make line of sight
disrespect.
A little bit more difficult.
I like it.
Charge butt first. That should be an extra grudge token just
All
for
right.
doing that.
Ass to the enemy.
Void Dragon has 5 attacks.
I think the next time I play my Votann, I know that there's only an
all 5
in-game
times.
benefit
And
to getting 2 grudge tokens, right? Like you only get up to +1 to wound.
3 times.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna keep
Minus
adding
3.
grudge tokens to my opponent's units for like random bullshit.
Save 1. Damn it.
Dominic, thanks for the $5, dude.
Something just happened over in the guard versus Eldar game. I'm gonna go find out what it was.
All right,
Looks like the Eldar player's shaking his head and the guard player's waving his arms around. They look like they're having an animated
I
game.
do.
Dominic, thanks. Votann Discord is rooting for Sweet Lou. Yeah.
Feeling pain on them.
Good to see you too, Dom.
Kills again.
Do you get Philippine against
Because it does immortal, right? When you get out of a vehicle, it's immortal.
Okay. I don't use transports, like, ever. And I remember that it used to just kill people.
It did.
Technically, that's kind of a transport. Kind of.
2 Sagittars down.
And then
gonna
your
come so you can't go on
angry
the floor.
dwarf gets to smack me.
Yeah. 3s.
It's a mortal wound for every one that you roll, so you don't just die
bye.
anymore. And you are allowed to allocate those mortals to characters that are attached to squads, which is actually pretty nice because
Overwatch.
I think you can anyway.
You did
We were talking about
Void
that
Armor.
earlier. Doomgiver with 50 gifted memberships.
I'm definitely
Damn,
going to stab him.
dude.
Maybe.
That's
No, I
amazing.
mean, like, do the
Thanks for
savage
tuning in.
Oh, yeah.
Again, if you're watching on Twitch, guys, if you flip over to my YouTube channel, Wargames Live on
many?
YouTube, youtube.com/wargameslive is where I'm reading chat. So if you want to interact, ask
I will
questions,
Stay there. Can't do anything.
support the stream
That
stuff,
sidecar's not
that's
6,
where
right?
to
No,
do it.
it's not.
Big thanks to FLG for letting
I was
me
thinking if it was within 6 this way and not around.
visit on their
Because of
Twitch
the,
channel as well.
Lightbringer aura. All right, so I did that.
Yep.
And I'll get 8 for primary. Because I
Yeah.
killed more.
I will get 4.
Well, hold on, no. Because you didn't. Oh, you killed the scarab. You
killed the
I
scarabs.
forgot about the scarab.
Okay. Next round. And I'm keeping bring it down.
Oh, I'm discarding cleanse.
Okay. No, I just go there and I should. Okay, cool. Engage on all fronts.
Yeah, Andrew, the community here is extremely generous. I'm very lucky to have you guys.
Not super imposed to.
All right, so he kept bringing it down here. I think it's a good play there from Lou, of course, because he could score a
I
lot
can
of
go
points on
round
that
2 until
potentially.
I actually start my round
Okay.
2.
And then I'm
And
going to go
engage.
up 8 on primary.
Yep.
So
He's holding more, so he gets 8 right off the bat on primary. And now he also unlocks his extra command points from his Grudge Pinata.
I'm going to mark.
You didn't get either secondary turn 1, right?
I did. I got extend battle lines.
Oh, extend. I forgot about extend.
Yeah.
2 Sagittars, 2 units of Pioneers
back
dead.
there, obviously.
And I think that half of one of the Warrior squads died as well.
Let's keep on keeping on.
Let's see what the crackback looks like here, guys. Top of turn 2 for the Short Kings. Coming up
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry, I go up to 5.
Oh, the
Alright.
Berserks as well. Thank you.
So
Chris.
I found out what happened in the Guard versus Eldar game.
Get 4 from that?
The Guard player, that would be Richard Cozart,
Plus 1
he
for the
managed to catch a narrow angle
Oh, that's right.
with his Vanquisher into a Night Spinner on turn 1, and he had Bring It Down. All right, the Vanquisher cannon fired, got a Fate die to auto pass the save. Then a Hunter Killer Missile and a Las cannon polished it off.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, odds on that, low. Very low.
Yeah.
But it happened, and that's single shotgun sometimes.
Just bump 5.
1 shot, 1 kill.
1 shot, 1 kill. Got Bring It Down that turn. He wouldn't have otherwise. Got Kill that turn. Wouldn't have otherwise. Possibly got Kill more.
Cool.
He's going to come there.
So much quieter in here today. Hey, look, it's Greg. Hi, Greg.
You cool with
Scott, thanks for the $10.
that?
It was great having you on stream. Well done, by the way. Made
Yeah.
Shadow Round. Went 6-0 at the event. Basically won a GT just this weekend.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Great job. Congratulations. Really bummed you had to play a Sister's Mirror in round 6 yesterday. That sucks.
So, Andrew, Sweet Lou knew that if Matt wanted to crack him back there, he could. That wasn't he thought he would live there or anything. He knows what units that Necrons have, and he knows his own units very well. That was not the plan. The plan was not, I'm going to push up, you won't be able to kill me. The plan was, I'm going to push up, I'm going to do some damage, I'm going to force you out, and I have things that want to come in and try and start delivering death blows.
And I'm going to get board control, which got him an 8 on primary at the start of his turn. So that's not nothing either. So.
Yep, and Matt is not about to receive an 8 on his turn. If he can put away some of these Catan,
Immortals.
then the game becomes very interesting very quickly.
You touch the objective, which you will have to. They get rerolls to wound, and they're going to be AP 1.
What's up, Brian? The Rio's actually a lot nicer this year.
A little bit?
No joke.
Okay.
They have new management, and yeah, it's a lot nicer.
And I
this
could
year.
also heroic with the Nightbringer and just eat it.
Oh, no, not the Nightbringer Heroic. Oh, I'm going to get a bunch of dudes right here.
Oh, no, anyway.
Anyway, I'm going to shoot him. Yeah, so Sweet Lou's game plan here is that he's going to go tie down as many units as possible, right? So he's taking a 10-man unit of Immortals and he's trying to jam it up with a Sagittar after shooting. This will just keep Matt from teleporting around. He's really going for a tempo-heavy game plan.
Intelligence.
And
Yeah.
just trying to keep Matt on the back foot, keep him from really being able to use his teleports as well as he might have wanted, and just continually pushing him into a corner, keeping him off of objectives. And a very strong strategy is saying, hey, you might win a 7-8 turn game, but that's not how many turns are in a game of 40K. I will win a 5-turn game. So very interesting.
This one hall is only 40K, but we have the entire convention center full of nerds this weekend. So LVO is about a lot more than just 40K, even though that's all I care about. But there's lots of other game systems having huge events this weekend.
But this whole hall here is 40K.
Yeah,
There's
this
separate
entire
halls for other game.
Yeah, this
LVO is very large.
This last year we didn't have this whole room filled up, but this year this entire hall from front to back
You have
was just Warhammer
1, 2,
40K.
3 units in reserve, correct?
So every single table here.
I suspect we're going to see a fair few units making the table this turn from Sweet Lou and trying to burn down those
Let me
Catan.
see where I'm at.
So the players who wanted to stick around for Sunday are having an RTT in the back, just playing games for fun back there, maybe earning a few ITC points for the new season, I believe. I think it goes on the new season. Maybe
I think so.
I'm shooting over there. And it still isn't-
anyone who's playing in the RTT today probably doesn't care that much about their points. But I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. What's up, Sindri?
People care about where they're ranked, no matter where they're ranked.
Yeah.
What is
generally.
this one for? Oh, the objective marker.
Yep. Everybody on there just has an additional judgment.
Do you have like a different token?
Time Walker, I think it's definitely
Upside
both.
down.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Tournament 40K is definitely growing in popularity.
I keep thinking it's for Imotech. I was like, he hasn't done anything.
Imotech didn't do anything.
Certainly nothing wrong.
Yeah, I think Games Workshop deserves a lot of credit for that. Not all the credit, but a lot of it.
Looks like 3 can hit.
Them acknowledging competitive
And
play and
resting
tournament
on
play
him.
more and interacting with that more definitely helps.
I'm okay with that.
I know a lot of people who their first tournament is a Games Workshop tournament. Just like for most of us, our first game store was a Games Workshop store, right? It's easy to know to go in there, and then once you go to that, then you get introduced to more of your friendly local game stores and the local
They have
community and
4-up
stuff.
saves or 3-ups?
Same thing happens in tournaments a lot too.
Well, Friday, I wouldn't like necessarily say that. You know, it's just a it's a big assumption there. So we'll see.
First hit is free, not at Games Workshop.
No, the first hit costs.
So 4 consume?
I think 1.
There are very few free hits.
Raise your hand if you
Here too.
paid James Workshop way more than you should have for your first set of hobby tools and plastic glue.
Both
and
my hands are in the air like I just don't even care.
Yeah, $50 for an X-Acto knife sounds reasonable. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say 4.
Yeah, 4. Okay. Hey, you're right. Cool.
You still have the Terminators in Deep Strike, right? Huh?
What?
You still have the Terminators in Deep Strike or whatever?
What does the winner of LVO
Huh?
get, Time Walker?
You are.
A lot of prestige and pride is the most important thing. And after that, they get some prize support. I think last year Games Workshop gave the winner a full 2,000 point army, didn't they? Was that? Did they give you an army?
That was for winning the ITC.
Oh, and you got that, right?
I did. I actually got that.
What did you get?
A
What did
couple
you
weeks
get for
ago. I
your
got
army?
World Eaters.
A couple weeks ago.
Yes.
There. And then
Cool.
you fit a
I mean,
couple
to
guys.
be fair, I took a while making up my mind.
One dude there.
Yeah.
I wanted to
They're right against the wall.
wait until 10th edition came out to see
Perfect.
which army I wanted to do. But yeah,
It's
I
on the wall right here. And then can you
in my new apartment I have like
and that's that other 9 that I
just a big cardboard box full of World Eaters models.
Smaller bases.
That's cool. I'm pretty sure Richard Siegler got a Manta with his 2,000 point army.
He did get a Manta, yes.
Yeah. If you guys
But
don't know, a Manta is a Forge World model. It's gigantic, and it fits an entire 2,000 point Tau army inside of it.
Yep. It was 2,000 points when he asked for it. It is now 2,100. You can do the math as to whether they changed it
Value.
on purpose. I'm saying it's no longer a legal 2,000 point army you can ask for.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like he played those stonks. He got it when the points were low, and he's gonna sell when it's high.
Yes. Yeah. So that was for winning the ITC. I'm not sure about winning LVO specifically.
Okay. But the point is, it's not about the money, guys. It's not about prizes. Warhammer is more about doing it for all the other reasons. So, do you think they actually bumped up the points to 2,100 just so they didn't have to give another Manta to somebody for winning the ITC?
Probably. Apparently, it was kind of a pain in the ass.
That is so cool.
Apparently, there were like 2 in the U.S. and they were both already spoken for. Because they're made to order and they're
I knew they
huge.
had
What's up, Liam?
Minus 1 to 1 if you're greater than my toughness, which is T6.
Oh no, my Immortals.
They're both tactical.
Immortals.
Bumped.
All right, man. Let's go.
I don't either,
Shooting.
Clever. I think playing for cash adds a lot of
Start with the easy
toxicity
ones?
to the game.
Okay.
Right, except
If you've ever played against any of your buddies, like around a golf for money, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
big gun.
Big gun.
Can you hand me my tape measure, please?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Here,
People start busting out the toe wedge a lot more often. You know what I mean?
So,
Hey!
2 hits.
roll in the box!
Hey, Jack.
Yeah?
I got to roll in the box.
Yeah, you should do that. You should consider that.
Sorry, Chad.
10. Team's looking for 2. Both hit. Minus 2.
5 ups. Got one.
2 damage.
Hey, Truck Station, good to see you,
The
man.
non-twin link gun.
So right here, Sweet Lou is looking to put the nail in the coffin on these Catan. He's looking to put them in the ground and take Matt's most durable, most offensive pieces and remove them from the game. It's going to be a huge deal if he can make any 9-inch charge out of reserve with these Hearthguard. If he can, that's going to be a bunch of tempo and a bunch of damage he'll get out of nowhere. And Matt Lauer might find himself on the back foot. Making a 9-inch charge out of reserve is just under 50%. So you're basically flipping a coin here, and we're going to find out whether or not it pays off.
They can eat a dip.
Bulldog, thank you so much again for 10 more gifted memberships.
Action
Jesus,
another
dude.
day.
Yeah, right? And he's also within range too, so the character as well.
Absolute unit.
What's he do?
Huh?
What's he do?
3 shots
200 this weekend. God damn, man. That's insane, Bulldog. That's amazing,
So
man.
is that him first, or is this
I'm
the
gonna start with
lasers? Start with him?
Yep.
I hope you understand how much I appreciate it, dude. It really means a lot.
And string 5, so 5s. None.
All right.
The beamers.
The beams.
All right, find out what the beamers do.
Same deal.
All of them rolled 4s. So that is going to be D3 additional hits per. That's a lot of hits out of this unit with +1 to wound and 3 damage. Only 3 wounds went through, so we'll see what his invulns. That's 4 damage.
So 4 damage?
Yep.
Every point of damage on these Catan matters a lot.
Takes 3.
Takes 3. He was at 9, so can you zoom in there? I think he's at 5.
Mac,
After the damage he's taken.
I'm sorry, Mac.
Okay.
The sustained.
So Mac asked, I'm sorry I missed it, Mac. Since WCW did their rulings on the ignore modifiers, how do you find tourneys rule it?
So it's different tournament to tournament.
6.
GW's tournaments, which people confuse a lot for being from the rules team of GW, they're not. They're from the GW event staff have to come up with their own FAQs for a lot of questions that haven't made it out of the rules team yet. They ruled it that ignore modifiers does not work on AP reduction and damage reduction. Other tournaments rule differently. LVO and FLG events rule, and I believe WTC as well, rules that ignore modifiers does ignore AP reduction and damage, which I think is much better for the game. I actually like those effects being useful, and without that, they're a lot less.
Now let's see what that does.
Okay.
I do.
There are other shots, sorry.
What's up, Derek?
I don't think they can see anything else.
I can see him, I just don't know if I have room.
You're not the building.
There's some guys on the other side.
There's one that can see him.
Hey, you know, if I don't shoot it, it doesn't die.
Yeah, there's one that can hit him.
Isn't 24?
The grenade's 18 though, right?
18 for the grenade, yes.
So yeah, the plasma can hit him.
Oh, shit. I'll plasma him. So one
And then
plasma
those
there.
guys all shooting the Void Dragon?
Yep.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s on the Void Dragon.
Yeah, Magpie, that's called having
the character
2 people on your team who have different strengths and weaknesses.
And this is what? The plasma?
Seems fine to me. If you're not enjoying it, then go away. Very simple.
Fails 1.
2 damage. It doesn't have because of the Grim Demeanor for this event. So it's 2 damage.
Oh, they ruled it that way here?
100%. Takes 2.
Takes the second point.
How that should be ruled.
Well,
But I'll take advantage of it while I can.
I actually disagree. I think that it is very hazy what is and is not a modifier to the characteristics of the unit versus the weapon. I personally would say that it should be ruled that it ignores damage and AP reduction, but it's up for debate.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
Takes 2, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird
Down to 20.
distinction, right?
I'm going to grenade with these guys into him.
Because your weapon profiles are on your sheet. Anyway.
This is what? Sorry?
Grenade.
At
The
here?
guys right in front of him. 4.
I'm sorry. Oh, they're throwing a stratagem grenade. Got it.
Spent the CP.
What's up, Gnome? Happy Sunday, man.
4 of them.
And that's the Void Dragon dead. That is the Void Dragon down.
You have like grenade launchers and stuff, so I was getting confused.
Oh, you're good. Sorry.
That's a big
now
kill,
that we're
man.
here, So I'll do 3 into them, 3 into him, with the character into him as well.
And he's still got some
into
stuff
3
left over to do
boys.
damage in these other units.
Absolutely. Votann do a lot of damage, especially with that +1 to hit, +1 wound. Yeah, Jeremy from Stat Check is
Okay. They are
has some opinions about that FAQ for
the
sure.
last one to be hit.
Glad to have you in chat, buddy.
Just want to be hit. Because of the
I'm making the heart symbol with my hands. You can't tell. Actually, there you go. You
they
can see
didn't
it.
kill anything, right?
Nope.
So you. 3.
2.
2. Yeah. Sorry, they're 2. Yeah, 2. -2.
-2, so.
No, Death Ghosty's still there. The robot Ghosty is the one that
But
died.
if Sweet Loom makes a 9-inch charge into the Nightbringer, that Nightbringer is dead. Just straight up dead. Ignores modifier, 2 damage, multiple attacks, a hit on 2s, lethal hits, I believe, and wound on 4s is going to drop it pretty quick. I also don't think he's done shooting.
Wound, it's 5.
Hey, Seth.
This is just a hit.
Oh,
Have a good trip back home, man.
got it. 2.
2.
Cover, so 4 ups.
2 damage each.
He's dead. Womp womp destroyer. Womp.
Liam Dempsey with 10 gifted
the 4
memberships.
into
Thanks
the
so much, man.
So the thing Matt needs to watch out for is that those Thunderkin overwatch on 5s. And with blast
Yeah.
profile into those immortals, they can do a lot of damage even just on that Overwatch. Really reduce the amount of incoming fire that comes in from those immortals, and sets them up to die on the following turn because they haven't had a chance to reanimate.
And
Yeah,
then
just
the-
I mean, we saw how quickly these big units of immortals evaporated in the game yesterday. They're 1 wound each, right?
Yep. Oh yeah.
And they're not as tough as the normal old school Necrons because they don't have all the reanimate strats and reanimate out of phase stuff and all that in Hypercrypt. So
how to
hit.
reroll it.
their
I'm tired.
durability is more about staying away from stuff than just tanking it in the face and then coming back to life. Thanks so much, Liam. Appreciate you guys.
Wounds.
Do I want to reroll that?
So Sweet Lou is looking to use his CP and rerolls to try and get his CP edge. Either he gets the reroll and Matt Laura doesn't, or he'll reroll and Matt Laura does, but Matt has much fewer CP than him. So if he can reroll his save, his las cannon into a vital target, and Matt does not.
Yeah, I should have rerolled it. Picks 2.
Dude,
And then the
if he gets
underslung guy.
both of the Catans this turn.
If he makes that charge, that Void Dragon is just, or Nightbringer is just dead, and he might even just be dead anyway.
Okay. Picks another 1-5.
I don't think the Necrons love the pressure they're being put under right now.
It is. It is.
3 wounds left.
Let's go.
It looks like 5 to me.
Charges.
Oh.
These guys are
Yeah.
going to charge your scarabs.
Just the scarabs.
Yeah.
Okay. Box.
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 I got you. Saved that time.
Roll the box!
Hey Joe, I got to roll in the box, Joe.
Probably.
Can you Overwatch with Blast? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, you just can't shoot in combat with Blast weapons.
Only restriction. But what Blast means there is that he'll get D6 plus 2 on every single gun.
Those have to.
So here, what he's trying to do is he's just trying to tie up. He's trying to prevent units from moving around the board. This is very
No,
good
you don't want
play
to
out of
do that.
Lou. This is
That's
very
important
good
stuff.
pressure
For-
he's putting
for
down.
up save
If
one
these
models, they
can hold
'Cause
that
punch elbow
immortal
goes
unit
after,
still, maybe hold those scarabs still, it prevents Matt from teleporting them, it prevents him from sending anywhere. And then guess what? That unit of Thunderkin is ready to just walk over and pick them up.
Guys in there.
And the thing is that Votann's profile,
I get reroll.
like, it doesn't seem that big of a deal against things like, power weapons.
All right,
from
failed
Space
the
Marines and
charge,
stuff.
failed the charge. Let's see if he rerolls it. And he makes it!
Yes.
Every single person I've played against has made every single one of their deep strike charges.
It is a coin flip, and that happens 50% of the time.
Base right in the corner there.
Oh, he's not going after the Void
you
Dragon and the Nightbringer.
that-
He's going after the Immortals, trying to peel a unit, take a home objective.
But I think maybe even more importantly here, just so much free movement.
Yeah, a 12 is a ton of movement.
Yeah.
That unit is now in trouble,
'cause you-
and he's going to have a unit of Terminators on his home objective to dig out. This is very bad for Matt Laura.
Anyway, what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by an amazing moment happening in the game.
And keep pulling.
Votann's
I get within an inch.
stat line of being toughness 5 and having a 3-up save is not that good into things like,
Are you guys in the way?
Space Marine melee units. But when you're fighting against
Is there a stat?
backline guys with just guns, like Necron guys who probably have 1 attack each.
Yeah, they actually have a 4-up, I believe, but yeah,
Okay,
toughness
still
5.
though, like the thing is that it's gonna be these guys will live a lot more than you think they should.
Absolutely.
Against something like that. So sending them in to tie up a unit like this, if it was like a unit of 3 guardsmen, it wouldn't make sense. They would just die, right? But these Votann can take a few punches before they die.
And the Thunderkin are all toughness 6 with 3 wounds, which is a miserable profile for Matt to try to get through. The Terminators are also just as annoying. They are toughness 6 with a 2-up save and -1 to wound if your strength is higher than their toughness. And he has access to reducing incoming AP and cover, and it's just miserable trying to deal with that unit, especially when it's on your doorstep and it's not alone, crucially. It's not alone. He has all the Thunderkin here to cause problems, to do, to do damage. You have to deal with those. You get to choose what you deal with, but you can't deal with all of it. You can deal with some of it. And whatever you don't deal with is going to take the room they get and run with it.
Even in engagement range?
Yes, it's melee or engagement.
Can you pull that one up?
Yeah, it's.
Just because I want to.
That's the whole point of the stratagem.
Okay. The tank's also going to charge them?
Saying he can teleport out of melee range with a 2
If we can
CP
do that, I'm
strat?
gonna
He
have to
can.
or to
It's
him,
after
right?
he has taken damage.
Okay with that?
So
I'm just gonna
once the unit swings, whatever is left can teleport out of combat.
so that I'm within coherency, and I'll be able to get more piled in.
Oh, he's gonna multi-charge into the.
See there?
Yep. You don't have to just fight what you charge. It's a key change in 10th edition.
I don't
so if
doubt
you
that you
charge
can
and
do
you get
it.
a bunch of extra movement, you can go over near a unit you wanted to charge,
That's fine.
and you can just punch them.
Yeah. In your opponent shooting phase or fight phase, just after the enemy is shot or fought.
I like it.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll let you pull them. And then
How many attacks each of these guys have?
2,
2.
strength 9,
So they wound on 4s. What are they hitting on in combat?
2s.
So you have 8 attacks hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s, and I do not get my damage reduction. Okay.
I don't think it's worth it.
Okay.
He's debating the heroic. It would eat up all of the rest of his CP. It would get the Nightbringer in, but Sweetly would swing first. If he killed the Nightbringer, that would be huge.
Jacob, everything you said is correct, except it's the pile-in move, not the consolidate. Consolidate is what you do after you're done activating.
Because of the judgment.
But yes,
So
that's
he's going to be able to pump in there.
Okay, so he's ignoring the Nightbringer. He's not trying to go after him.
Okay.
He's trying to peel a unit of Immortals and get on Matt's home objective. One of the worst positions you can find yourself in a game of 40K is trying to dig your way out of your home objective, right? Because you spend all this time just to get back to your guarantee, like your guaranteed objective. Your opponent's on all the rest of them. It's a big problem if you have to fight over your home objective for multiple turns.
And the thing is that
They will not be.
there's a finite amount of turns in a game of Warhammer, and 5 turns goes away quick, right? So if you're spending a couple of turns just fighting to get out of your own deployment zone,
and everyone else.
It's real bad.
yeah.
Joel, there's a couple things you're missing there. One,
Okay.
they're +1 to hit and wound because of judgment tokens, so they'll wound on 4s.
E3.
And second, they ignore modifiers due to enhancement on the character in the unit, which at this event and others ignores the half damage, and some events doesn't. But in this event, it does.
I'll start with.
So they will be 2 damage. They'll wound on 4s.
Do I kill them or do I kill Zeros? I'm going to dump.
You must have set it up to be
everything
closer
in
to
the
the Immortals. Sometimes players just shorthand and say, I'm moving to be closer to the
yeah,
Immortals.
yeah.
And,
Both
you know.
players understand that like he had enough movement to basically put the guys wherever he wanted.
Everything's going to go into that squad.
You're not attacking Xeris at all.
No. I just wanted to tag him. 1 hit, 2s, no wound.
Okay.
Cool. The next guy,
This is
3s because of -1. Wounds, AP2.
5 up.
Yeah, thanks so much
4
for
up
tuning in,
because of
guys.
Armor
It's
of Contempt.
pretty amazing.
You armor contempted them?
Xeris.
I would have spent the CP then. I didn't realize that was a thing. Okay.
Yeah, it said at the beginning.
Thank you guys for helping each other out in chat, by the way. I do appreciate that as well.
Clarifying that.
If you include the
And so
Twitch
you'll
stream,
have
we were at about
6 more normal damage,
16,000
you just did your 2
total, I
hammers?
think, when we were on the front page. It was pretty incredible.
Because I have the seat, man. I would have fucking spent it.
If any of you guys made your way over here from Twitch from that yesterday, very, very thankful to have you. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you back here. I'm not streaming next weekend, but I will be streaming almost every weekend this year. So.
2 down the 1s, 4s. Kill 2. So I will still hold that objective.
So a common mistake to make here, Carl, is to assume that because an army did not make top 8, that it performed poorly. That's not really how it works. There's a little bit of randomness to which armies. There's actually quite a bit make top 8.
I'm swinging.
Right, you have 7 pairings to even make into top 8. So you have to pair into 7 different armies. You have 7 different games, and you also have to go undefeated. So all of those games have to go well for you. So just because an army doesn't make top 8 does not mean it's bad, and just because an army made top 8 does not mean it's good.
Bring him back, so there's no point not to.
I agree.
So the Twitch channel is Frontline Gaming
Immortals,
TV.
that's a very good choice.
You guys are curious. Frontline Gaming _TV.
Okay.
Old Wolf, thank you so much, man, for those gifted memberships. And I do stream to smaller tournaments. I've streamed tournaments that had 8 people before. So.
I was told
I prefer the bigger ones.
have more attacks
usually
than
get
I've been rolling
more
this
interesting
entire
games,
event.
So the Scarab exploded
We're
at
also
the start
not
of the
really
fight
meant to
phase
do
and took
damage,
2 of the
so-
kin down with it. At this point, I don't think it wants to try and tag those
All right.
Immortals.
So the 2 Scarabs swinging back into you.
Yep.
Let me check the rest of their stats,
Nice,
considering
man. Thanks for the $10, man.
I was
Appreciate
wrong
that very
about
much.
how many attacks they had. These little guys aren't really
Okay,
meant to
well,
fight
yeah.
in the first place.
Sounds good. It's just joe@wargames.live is my email.
All right,
Thank you, Tees.
I
Glad
got
to
one
have
lethal
you.
and 2 hits, and these will wound on 6s. 1 lethal. He ate 1.
Kills a guy. Guns left.
Sounds good to me.
Thanks,
Yeah, man.
Not a bagel. Appreciate that.
Combat over here. Xeris will go first.
Okay. Strength. Oh, this I'm gonna avoid armor, because fuck your couch.
What? I think it's possible that Sweet Lou might have been better served going after the Nightbringer here.
Yeah.
Right? If you're going to make the 9-inch charge, just go polish off that resource. Don't let it activate. Don't let it heal. Don't let it do anything. I think he might have seen,
Xeris has 4
smelled
attacks.
blood and gone
on
for the
threes?
kill here. And,
One hit?
I mean, I'm not saying
Anything
his
on a
position
three?
is bad, far
Strength.
from it. I'm
4?
just saying it might have been better for him to
No,
peel that resource
I said
off
on
the
3,
table.
Then you said that, and I said 4. His legs. 2 hits. 1 wound at -1.
It's strength 6.
Yep.
Down to -0. Happy.
All right. And then I have 6 immortals left.
I feel like everyone else's Hearthguard, but mine just
3,
tank
6,
stuff. Mine just
3,
die instantly whenever they're
6.
touched by anything. They only have 2 wounds each, no invuln save, 2 up armor. They are toughness 6.
Does it still get rerolls?
If they were 3 wounds,
Yeah,
my god, they would be so
just
much
wondering.
better.
Oh, yeah.
Sindri, I'm not 100% sure. I'll be honest, I haven't been paying attention to my
Minus 1?
schedule after LVO much.
Okay.
Down to
I guess,
-0.
yeah, I killed 1.
Kills a guy.
And then the Cryptek.
Liam, this is Jack Harpster,
2 hits.
the current reigning,
rerolling
for
wounds.
at least the next few hours,
One at
LVO
-2.
champion.
Down to
The
-0.
ITC champion
Yeah.
from last year.
He doesn't win.
Kills it. Damage.
1.
Okay.
And also member of the Art of War. You can check us out
yeah, dude.
over on
At the
YouTube
end of the combat
at Art of
phase,
War
the
40K
Satisfier
or
front
at our
take one
website at the Art of War
Does not.
40, or sorry, not the
And
Art of
your
War 40K.
Hearthguard
That's
on the
changed.
front take more.
TheWarm.vhx.tv.
They do, they take
And you can
3.
Thank you so much, Joe.
2 of them will die. That's just for being near the Nightbringer.
I like it.
Awoo. Uwoo.
'Cause
Thanks,
apparently
Joe.
that is detrimental to someone's health.
Mark, yes, we had Kazra Hushadar and Matt
You have
Marsoli
engaged
playing
in
this
all
weekend.
fronts.
Unfortunately,
You
neither of them made
brought
top
down
8,
once.
but they still had good
yep.
runs.
Would you mind running around and giving us some updates from the other games, Jack?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, man. Since Seth isn't here anymore,
I now
You get
go.
make the young ones do the physical work, chat. It's the
You also got a
pro
kill.
tip.
How many kills did you actually get? 1.
All right, guys, help me if I got anything wrong here. I missed anything.
So
I
I'm
believe
gonna
this
do
is the correct
one-
game state. Killed the Void Dragon.
What are we getting?
I'm gonna put
That 1 Locust Destroyer.
a dice here for 2.
Okay.
Ow,
What's up,
sorry,
Overboard?
Joe. Sorry, little camera guy. All right. Primary, secondary's first. Oh,
You need to pull dudes.
yeah. Good thing I didn't see what that was yet. Yeah,
Yeah, he won with Blood Angels last year, Alex. That's correct.
we're going to
up,
pull.
Overboard?
If I go back around.
He's uppy downying here, guys. Remember, he gets to pull
That
3
works.
units at the end of his opponent's turn,
Point.
and then bring him back down at the end of his movement.
Can I move over this?
Yes, that doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
That doesn't. Yeah.
I can move over it.
Yeah, this thing is a
It offers
a forest, guys. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is.
So
Meaning it's
my
not
arms
obscuring,
can
but it
just
does offer
fit its
cover.
chunky butt here.
Sure.
So the vehicle
I
can
guess I
move
can
over
do
those little walls.
Charged there too.
What's the hope for the Necrons here? They're being
Who
run
else
by
actually
Matt Laura, one of the
say?
best players in the game. I believe, Joshua, you
guys are
can
definitely
uppy if
coming
you
up.
pay 2 command points, is what he was saying earlier.
And I will.
I don't have the strats in front of me.
Pull
I
up.
can't pull them up, unfortunately.
These guys? Yeah, these guys. Oh, and my, I'll pull up my death mark.
Okay. Do you want to leadership them now?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
All right, so I go up to 4 CP.
Yeah. And then I went up to 3.
Because I didn't.
I mean, the Votann definitely have better board control here. No question about that.
Turn
But
thanks to Imotech. I got
Necrons have a lot of
all right.
stuff left on the board.
And I got Assassinates. Who's a
He
character?
didn't lose his second
That guy's
Votann, which is a big deal.
That guy's
Monolith is
that guy's
pretty healthy,
Okay.
and he's got a whole lot of Immortals
And
still.
that's the character model? Okay. All right.
There's lots
Battle
of space for him to
Shocks
come down on this
now?
table, too.
And
So
your
he can
primary
pretty much
rules.
go wherever he wants.
Battle Shocks are... Battle Shocks, Reanimate, then Primary. But yes, I will get 4. Battle Shock on the Nightbringer.
He's
Fails.
shocked.
Woo! Where are they at? There they are.
If you look in your swag bag, there's a pretty sick Battle Shock token.
I use Taylor Swift guitar picks.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Now time for reanimations. Nightbringer for just the 1.
Uh-oh. He's rolled pretty low on that
The
Nightbringer's
Immortals in the building that
reanimates.
you just fought. 2. Monolith.
Yeah, he's still in top 8, Gabriel. He's playing on the Patreon table right now.
Those 2 scares fighting for their life. They heal up 1.
You're at max then.
Yep. Do I want to spend the CP to do that thing? I do. I will spend the CP to reanimate the Crypts. So while they're in reserve, I get to...
Is it 2, right?
to 1.
1.
So while they're in reserve, I get to reanimate them.
Okay.
The Gauss unit gets... the
Max,
guy
Jack
back,
is going
and
to
the
get
Death
updates
Marks
from the other
gets
tables right now,
2
so-
back, which means they don't have to Battle Shock.
Cool.
Should find out momentarily.
And Imotech is going to use his once per game Storm.
Sick.
It'll hit the Sagittar and the Hearthguard.
Like it.
The Sagittar takes D3.
Liam, don't troll the poor Dark Angels players. Their hearts are hurting right now.
Take D3. 2.
Kills a guard.
Movement.
There's your close-up. Kit played on the Patreon table yesterday.
Do I want to move them? You can overwatch them for
Valdor.
It's on somebody.
the mono.
No, in Monolith there's 2.
The Teslas.
The Teslas, okay.
They have 1.
Yes.
Thanks for being here, Bjorn. I didn't give
what I'm
out the
thinking
sub. It
about.
was one of
It's like
the
this
very
isn't
kind and
fair.
generous viewers of the
The
chat,
charge
but
was
glad you're here, man. Thank you for accepting it.
to that guy.
I don't get any money from
Or
YouTube
from
unless
that
people
guy.
actually accept those memberships.
All right. I see Pietro in the chat looking for a Black Templar update. So, the winner of the game between Ben Sherwin's Templars and Daniel Olivas' Eldar is who will play the winner of this game on stream. So let's cover that one first.
Yeah, but just like
So we can get a shot
It
of him.
looks very bad for Daniel Olivas. He just ended his
maybe
turn,
in it.
and his Wraith Guard are in combat with a unit of aggressors right in front of Helbrecht
The fact
and
that he's
Co.
on the same base
So
as the Scarab Storm
Yeah.
is still wild.
Helbrecht, they cannot phantasm as long as they stay in combat.
He's in combat, which means he's going
And Helbrecht and his sword brethren can just walk right up to them and just murder them. They can't leave, they can't do anything. They'll just walk up, he'll just kill the unit. And that's very bad for the Eldar. It also looks like he's losing several fights all over the board to little 5-man Crusader squads and sword brethren and whatnot. So I anticipate at the end of this turn he'll be left with basically the Incarn, maybe some amount of Night Spinners, but not very much that can actually play the game. So that one looks dire for Daniel.
So
moving-
advantage Templars there.
Advantage Templars, and it's looking quite bad. They're also heading into
This
turn
is
3, which is
why
way too early to have that many of your units being
Nightbringer
killed.
is moving, he's going to go this way.
Going down to Richard Cozart and Folger Piles, it looks like the Eldar is pushing out right now. So Folger Piles.
That's gonna
Looks
be
like his Eldar is
Still-
pushing
yeah,
out right
but
now. Looks like it's
still-
already picked up the big tank, the Storm Blade
Let me look at-
sword
Actually,
thing.
technically,
That's already
I
dead.
elect at the start
That's
of
not
the
a good
game,
sign.
You do it, and then
And the Eldar army, the Incarn, is
Yeah, but
very
you get to
close
choose
to Richard's
first, you
home
can go at the beginning or
objective.
the end. So I'm
So
looking
there's a
to
lot of pressure being brought
like
down on the
overall
guard, and his
40.
key resources are already dead. So I would give serious advantage to the Eldar in that one.
So
Going over to the
I know, but
Patreon
if
table,
you
it is
now,
it
then I
is
can just
very
here,
tough
not
to
worry
tell
about it.
what, if anything, is going on in that game.
Yeah, Chad, that's one reason why we didn't stream that one,
Right,
because
'cause then I can
look
do
at this
that.
table. You can even tell from this angle.
You
know.
can't
It's
you
just a
can't
carpet
really
of
tell.
bodies.
Behind all those
Side.
buildings is like
It-
150 gaunts or some nonsense,
Yeah.
and then there's also 61
Right.
cursed cultists.
Right.
So
sorry, here.
Samuel Pope,
that was. Okay.
who is in the magnificent cowboy hat with the magnificent cowboy hat earrings,
Down to 2.
he
Jesus.
he is trying to move block as much of Charlie Andre's army as physically possible.
Oh, look, you got the
not easy.
nod of approval from Seth on your sideline
keep on
reporting
going.
check.
Oh, I got. No, he's a 10 out of 10. He's like,
I know. I'm saying he gave you the nod of approval.
Oh, thank you, Seth.
He gave you the little chin lift. You know.
The little.
5s.
Yeah. You
Little-
can be my wingman anytime.
He taps his chest and goes, respect.
Yeah. All right. What else? So real quick, what are the other updates?
So-
Who else is winning?
That's it.
Oh,
There's only 4 games.
Oh,
One
right.
of them's on
That's
stream.
right. There's only 4 games. I thought there were 8
All right,
games.
five-
So Charlie Andre, Samuel Pope's too early to call. Samuel Pope is trying to move block in all those
can't
cultists,
overwatch,
defeat them in
more than one.
detail, maybe play over the course of the game, but he wasn't feeling great going into that game. So I'd give advantage to the CSM, I'd give advantage to the Eldar into the Guard, and I'd give heavy advantage for the Black
All right, well, that
Templars into the
opens up
Eldar.
some stuff. No more Overwatches means I can do more.
I'm as sick as Eldar winning tournaments as anybody, trust me, but like I don't think that they should get deleted from the game. I hope they get nerfed a little bit more, but I really hope they don't make them just completely unplayable, honestly.
I also think if everyone who's currently advantaged wins, which is not how it always works,
moving?
but if everyone who's currently advantaged wins,
He was right.
Folger Pile's Eldar will run right into Charlie Andre and his 63 accursed cultists, and that matchup is awful for the
Yeah.
Eldar. It is so bad.
Coming later, but just to
So, I
get my mind around it.
if that is what happens, I don't see a very high likelihood of Eldar making the finals. Because that pairing is rough for Eldar. It's basically that scene in the movie where someone tries to punch, the Juggernaut. They punch him, and then they just look at their hand and go, ah, because they just can't.
My signal
can't do
tells me
any damage.
And then the Juggernaut goes, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch."
He'll investigate.
Basically, and he
And then
just
he
juggernauts at him.
Juggernauts all over their face.
Yeah, he just whoa. I
What?
don't know what X-Men movie you've been watching.
Oh, look at you. You already gave me a 5.
Here for you, man.
I'm trying not to hit the
Put
button
my
on the
little
clock.
destroyer
here.
guy. So I'm going to be getting an 8 on Investigate, which is pretty nice.
It's not bad.
Whoa, hey, thank you so much, Justin. For $20, man. You guys don't know,
Who do I wanna
JXF there with the
That's
super chat is the gentleman who
think I
donated
wanna
these
shoot the
awesome
heart
slide
card.
cams to us. Justin Ferguson there. If you guys are wondering what that name is.
Problem is those.
Musashi Takashi. Thanks for the $5.
So do I do that? Do that?
Appreciate that first ever super chat. You guys are
All right,
awesome.
I have a plan. All right. Time to execute the plan. Monolith. Oh, God.
Investigate signal.
break
and
the terrain.
assassination here. Both definitely scoreable secondaries for Matt.
Tempted by the t-shirts? Are you tempted by the cursed dice?
I want to get as close to them as possible.
Bring one back
being
to
an
the
inch
girlfriend.
away.
So, what's the story behind you're selling
If this
dice
isn't here,
and you're selling
move it,
uncursed
monolith
dice?
Yeah.
No.
No.
So that, by
So,
definition,
but I
What's
can
the monolith
move
move?
implies
it just over because he was in it.
that the regular dice are cursed.
Well,
what can you tell us
Maybe
about
2
this?
inches past it.
You know how lotteries are a tax on people who don't know how to do math?
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
I decided to implement a tax on people who are superstitious
Varys
about dice
will-
because I don't believe in it. So,
So if they want uncursed dice, they just pay you $30 extra.
right,
Yeah.
right.
That's
It's
pretty
just
solid.
a
Or
tax
they
on
spend the
being
normal amount
superstitious.
and just spend the rest of their lives wondering,
Here.
did I roll ones because that's how random chance works, or did I roll ones because they're cursed?
Pretty much, yeah. All right, let's see here.
Yeah, Swarm Daddy. I mean, you just can't take risks there, right? And at no point did he say they're cursed. They could both be uncursed.
That is true.
Just saying.
All right. Can he clean up these Terminators here? He should be able to. I mean, he's got a lot of guns. If he decides that it's important,
Yeah.
he should be able to kill these Hearthguard. Xeris can pop off pretty hard into them. He's got the monolith right there.
Joe, I need you to move this camera here.
Okay.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's moving it.
Oh, okay.
What do you need? Oh, the
I
camera.
need the
moves.
camera moves.
See, once you let the players get uppity, they start calling the shots here. They tell you where to put your cameras. Come on.
Are you able to set them down the same turn? 'Cause it says place them into reserves.
Have I told my my Matt Laura story this weekend yet?
Not yet. I want to I just want to acknowledge this one thing. The reason I always use the red dice and talk about how lucky they are versus the blue ones because it bothers Joe. That's it. That's all it is.
That's weird. That's weird wording.
But what's your Matt Laura story?
Later.
I first met Matt at a tournament in
So basically
Maryland.
what it's trying to
like
say
my
is
third stream
I can
ever or
put
something
you
like that.
on the table,
and he was he's
or
very young, right? I
from
don't know how
reserve.
Matt
So if I
how
had
old he
you
is.
in-
He's got to
But
be
if it
like
goes into reserve.
18
Yeah.
at least. At least.
Yeah,
You could be anywhere upwards of
Yeah,
that.
'cause
and
it
he
says
was honestly
Yeah.
kind of awkward. You know, he hated playing with the clock. It made him very nervous on stream.
Then it's stupid.
He was not great at communicating at the table. Has always been an excellent player, right? But
Super close.
kind of rough around the edges when it came to that stuff. And it's just been so gratifying and rewarding to see him kind of mature and develop and bloom into this pretty amazing ambassador of the hobby in all respects, right? Like he's great at the table. He's great at communicating with his opponents and declaring his intent and all that stuff. And I don't know, it puts a smile on my face when I see it. So
It's good.
what's up? What's up, Fabian? Good to see you.
It can be harder for some people to play on stream, for sure. There are definitely some people who
Is that to come in with it?
are aware of the cameras and whatever, and that awareness can definitely make them a little more nervous, a little more awkward, and play a little more woodenly than they otherwise might have.
Yeah.
I'm decently able to ignore it and just pretend I'm playing a game and not even worry about the cameras. I've been like that before. I got into streaming as my career, but it definitely didn't hurt. Just pretending the cameras don't exist and playing a game.
It's hard. I mean, again, big props to all the players who agree to play on stream. Technically, they have to or whatever. It's in the player packet. But at the end of the day, you know, the players are still agreeing to do it and putting themselves under that extra pressure and scrutiny. And I literally wouldn't have a job without it. So it does mean a lot. But it is, you know, it is extra, right? It's something extra.
Yes. Speaking of which, if you want to see what it's like, you know, when we are on camera, you can check out Art of War at Art of War 40K on YouTube or thewarroom.vhx.tv.
This is turn.
Mr. Fellblade, thanks for the £5. Shout out to my son Michael. Hello, Michael. He's got a Necron army. He's loving seeing the Monolith getting some play. I am absolutely loving seeing the Monolith get play too.
Yeah, that thing is so cool. So awesome.
All but one can see, and that guy
Thank you, Melody.
Here, I guess.
Appreciate the link, Haunted
All
Big.
but one can see here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
And are they AP0 now, right?
they're AP0 at the moment. Yes. Okay.
I'm so bad at segueing
and
into plugs routinely that I've been like putting an effort into it. I can go like so long without doing it because I just don't like to, but I should. So we can spread awareness.
help killing these.
Let's see what we got. So Matt is pushing out. He's got to do damage. Luckily, it's fairly early in the game, so he does have time to come back, and he has the mobility where, you know, him being pushed back doesn't necessarily matter as much. So he decided not to teleport out of combat, which means that unit is not doing a hell of a lot.
Saving his command points. He's only got
Saving
2.
his-
That costs 2, I believe. So
Yeah. The Monolith is actually quite good in combat.
It's just where do you avoid armor?
yeah, Liam, it's funny, right? Like even if you're on TV and you stream for a living, being on your own stream even can be nerve-wracking. I had that same experience. First few times I played on stream. I used to think back in the early days of my stream that I had some credibility I could lose by playing on stream, but now I realize it's just not something I have to worry about. So.
Shooting.
Okay.
Not sure what you feel that way, Andrew. Sweet Lou has control of a lot of the board, and Matt really has to make something happen.
Do it if you want to. So there
This guy is going to shoot his.
We're going to see. Necrons aren't amazing at killing the profiles put forward by the Votann.
What's his gun?
Oh,
Now,
sorry.
the Monolith is quite good in combat, weirdly enough. You wouldn't expect that it is, but it is.
To the guard. 3 shots because blast. 2 hits. You are on the objective. So
No. There's no one on that objective.
no one's on it anymore.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So reroll the 1. Nothing. And then 20 shots.
Into who? The
Still got plenty of time, guys.
They're 24 inch range?
Yeah, they should be in range, right? You mentioned
No,
going back.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you know, Kirk, I have to say, as much as I hate going first, I'm always impressed when players understand you got to play the game differently when you go first for second. I mean, it sounds obvious, but I see a lot of people who have less experience kind of just not take the initiative enough when they have first turn, when they have top of turn, right? I really do feel like
And 5s.
that is your advantage when you go first, and if you don't take that advantage, you're just giving your opponent the advantage of playing at the end of the game without getting anything in return,
Zero.
right? So
You have
it's tricky though because you got to
left.
commit enough to take advantage, but not too much that you get killed on the crackback. So.
Yes, yes.
Matthias, thanks for
Just
the 5.
mindlessly walking up and getting domed is like the last thing you want.
Yeah, which is why I hate going first because it's
Sorry.
No, you're good.
requires more knowledge and skill to play a good first turn
Nightbringer's going to shoot
than to just
attack.
respond to your opponent's first turn.
And shout out to
Oh,
Matthias' wife too,
Yeah.
apparently.
You're full on, right?
I'm sorry?
You're full on.
Those things are just the things he picked up
yes,
earlier,
but-
Clever.
Yeah, no.
He's
you're
downying
Oh,
the
no.
uppies he did before. They weren't actually on the table
No,
over
yes,
here.
he
You just
killed
put them
the,
down there.
Single
Yeah, I killed
destroyer
it, yeah.
earlier. I was looking for the third destroyer and I couldn't find him.
You're good.
Him there.
This turn is going to be very important. We're going to see what Matt can get done. I think the fact that that Nightbringer is alive is going to cost Sweet Lou a
It literally
significant
never does
amount.
anything.
Yeah.
I think he
I've
could have
not
put it
seen
away, and instead, now he's going to pay for it to some extent. Might give Matt
Right
some
then.
life in this matchup.
He didn't move the Nightbringer at all, though. I think he was worried about Overwatch, maybe.
I think he
it's
moved
just
it
standing
a
right
little.
there.
It moves 6.
Last.
It doesn't move far. I think it was.
+1.
I think it was up there, and I think he's going to go charge those.
Yeah, you're right. I think it moved like a couple inches, maybe. So it's still behind
I think
the
it
wall
was
in case it.
there
Two
before,
minus
but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Saving.
You're taking them on him, I'm assuming?
I'm going to take on cover until I can't.
Yes. Well, so you have those two.
I have those and the guy that's actually in the cover.
Yes, so those
So 4 before I get to the 3 that aren't.
1, 2, 3. Because that's character.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So I have 8 guys.
Yep.
1. Oh, that dice went wild. I'll just re-roll another.
5s.
I did.
That one's out.
Did I roll enough
And
dice?
this is in your hand. That was out. I have no idea, but you already rolled the dice.
I don't think I did, but that's fine.
I don't know what you rolled.
I don't think I rolled enough dice, but that's my fault. And
Damn.
the two, the
Monster rolling here from Matt.
7
Look at
minus
that
2.
Down to -1 because I have enough dudes.
Yeah, killing this unit of Hearthguard would be a huge deal with Matthias.
I actually think that Matt can get that done. He's got the monolith to charge in, do a bunch of damage. It can tank shock and then fight in combat and peel up a bunch of these Hearthguard after he's done shooting them. But we'll have to see what it'll look like if he takes his whole turn to deal with them.
I mean,
We're gonna shoot the
luckily,
Tesla
with
unit
most other armies, I'd
there?
be talking about the fact that his board position is really bad here, and he's
Who'd you take the
going to spend the rest of the game walking out of his deployment zone. But he's hypercrypt, right? So he's going to have mobility.
Yes.
If he can deal with these threats, he'll be able to pop up wherever else he wants. So one of the advantages of an army like this is you can concentrate your force in one area of the table without sacrificing your ability to cover the board later in the game.
Yeah. I love this monolith. I really do. It's such a bear in a lot of matchups for people to deal with. Like, how are you going to kill that even remotely quickly? It's just not doable. And it does shoot, and it does turn on a lot of that army. So, you know.
Yeah. What do you think about 2 monoliths? Is that too much? Usually,
I think so. They're cheap for what they do, but they are not free.
yeah.
And wounding me on 5s.
Yep.
Kind of feels the same thing with Land Raiders, you know, like 2 Land Raiders can work in lists, but you give up a lot for that second Land Raider.
Tesla,
Yeah.
Gomer.
I think, you know, not to harp on it, I think that Nightbringer, being alive and being a resource that Matt has access to here, is going to really come back to bite him, because once they live, once you get to the end of the game, you just can't kill them again. They heal, they're half damage. His best tool for killing Catan is already used up. So I think he's going to pay for that target priority.
We have
No, Chomsky, thanks for the
16.
$5 and for the extra half a hot dog. Appreciate you, man.
Hey.
This is the reason he had so many dice guys is he's shooting
What's
these
the
Tesla
second
Immortals and they
dice?
explode on 5s. So it's 3 extra hits every time you roll a 5 up. It's
Yeah,
pretty strong.
but he will get 2-ups against a lot of it.
Bring it down to 1.
Okay, I'll use the lightning ability.
Okay.
Does 3 mortal wounds, kills another.
Nope. He
Well,
kills
it'll
1 and then
kill-
brings 1 down to
yeah.
1. So 3 died.
Yeah, there's a lot of mortal wounds this army can put out. I think this whole
No,
unit
it's
is
just an
about to
ability he has
die.
on his status.
Maybe
Now
it might
will
take
shoot
up
him
a lot of
to see if
you
he
know
can kill the
Matt's
fourth one.
focus, but it's I think going to
him.
die.
The-
Especially a
he
2
has a gun
damage
and
dev
a-
wound shot off the top of that monolith is
Another gun.
also very
Roll
nasty
hits.
into those Hearthguard.
2 hits and wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, -3.
It's strength.
7.
Okay.
Minus
2 wounds,
3.
-3. I'm going to do 1 at a time. First one
6 up, kills him.
kills him, and then I'll pull a dude.
Oh, that was up here. Okay.
So I killed 4. Right.
I guess that was the
Right.
monolith shooting
Yep.
up there, maybe?
Okay. All right, he's gonna put his particle whip into them
Okay.
and the death rays here.
I like it.
I love that there's a gun called a Death Ray. Just
Death,
Death
ray
Ray.
time.
Just I mean, not being around the bush. What does it do? Death.
Yeah.
How does it do it? Ray.
2s go to 3s. 2 wounds, -4. So first guy not in cover because I can see him.
Yep.
He gets a 6-up.
So it goes to -3, so 5 up.
Oh, I see.
He's
Okay.
dead.
Okay.
And then
next I'll take.
you can take it on the sergeant and get cover, but then you lose your hammer.
No, I'll take it on a normal dude.
Okay, so you won't get cover.
Yep.
He's dead as well.
Thanks, B-Dakin. Appreciate you, man.
And now the particle whip at the broke here.
Okay.
Only 6 shots. Do I want to CP that? I need a CP for that, and I can't reroll that anyway. I actually think I will CP that.
It's 3d6 shots and you got like 6.
Um,
You really definitely want more than that. That helps. That's 12.
What's the strength on this?
8, I think. Yeah.
AP?
1. Please. Okay, do me a favor, take 2 saves.
Templar's
Who are
running
you
Firestorm.
taking? Little dudes or
Is it just 2?
these
those
are dev.
Okay. And the damage?
2.
Damage 2.
Yeah,
P2?
see Beth,
P1.
Bethel, big
Okay,
credits to
little guy.
GW for figuring out a way to make people's
And then 2 damage,
competitive
2 damage.
armies look more fluffy
Yep.
over the last
Yep,
few
makes
editions.
sense to
They've
me.
really improved on that a lot.
All right, man.
No more Eldar
Can't
summoning
shoot,
demons
can't shoot,
on the table.
Can't shoot. Shot. Charges. The
Charges.
monolith is charging into the
Yep, we're about to see a tank shock.
Okay. Makes
gets it. It's like wheeling a unit in Old World.
Yeah, it's not perfect, Ben. I mean, it's a big ass game,
And I'm
right? There's
going
lots of
to
shit
tank
to
shot.
do, but you got to give credit where it's due.
It's a bunch of dice.
Just
So
because
tank
something's
shot,
not
what's the
perfect
strength?
doesn't mean you throw the whole
8,
thing
10
into the
dice.
garbage, right?
So, tank shock, he's going to roll 10 dice here. Every 5 up is a
monolith,
mortal.
no.
These guys have very efficient wounds, but they don't have a lot of them, and that is 6.
All
That's 3 of them
the
drop.
little guys?
Characters left?
Nope, there's 1 little guy left.
I'll leave the captain.
That is a
Makes sense
very
to me.
good way of getting through a
Oh,
unit where it's
monolith,
hard
no.
to get wounds through, but they
Pyramid
don't have a ton of them.
None can
Yeah, that's
stop the
max
path of the
damage, right?
giant
6
pyramid.
mortals there
I
from the
will
tank
end
shock.
time-
It is.
Pretty
It
nice.
is. It is
Pretty nice.
way above average, but
Sa-
it happens
satisfied?
sometimes.
I just love the mental image of
So you
a
belong with me now?
pyramid running people over. This is like that movie Mortal
I will
Empires
attend
that no one
some
watched,
dwarves
you
to
know?
Mortal.
The
Oh,
City of London
Mortal
driving around.
Engines, I want to say.
Mortal Engines, that's what it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've only done a tank shot.
Yeah.
Need 5, we said. Gets it. And this was 5.
Yeah, the Monolith's melee is shockingly good. It's
Four.
Portal of Exile,
He was
so it
not-
literally just sends them to another dimension.
Joe,
He took both wounds.
What?
do you happen to remember how many wounds the Nightbringer was? I totally
I
hit
think
the
he was
dice.
he was at 3 or 2 because he took both wounds from the Overwatch and he was at 5 prior.
He was
We-
at 5 at the start of the turn, I remember that,
Okay,
but I don't...
He's at 3 then. I really don't remember that well.
We do not know how many wounds it is, sorry.
Yeah. Don't ask me that stuff, though, Matt. I'm not
So
the...
now going to combat.
Yep.
Now the monolith will suck dwarves in.
I shouldn't have answered.
Hitting on 2.
Yeah, it's okay, Derek. Calm down. They'll get there.
All hit.
A lot of times players will catch up on CP counts later on.
So
Usually
Both
they have
of
it.
the players know what their CP's at in their head.
Oftentimes players keep track of CP themselves, and they're not used to keeping
-2,
track of it on the
so 4
screen.
First guy.
And so they'll know where their CP is at, but it takes a little bit
And
for them too.
How much damage?
3.
Okay. Do you have any more attacks?
No.
Okay.
So it kills that little guy, and then this is the
I'm
character.
gonna CP it.
Okay. So you're CPing the little guy.
No, I'm not.
No.
Yeah,
The little guy's dead,
unfortunately,
the
chat,
character's
I mean, this is definitely something where you can go back and watch, but
Scoop.
for now, we just gotta let the
Okay.
players play their game.
Now the Nightbringer.
Yep.
Your toughness what?
T6.
6. T6.
So he killed the
I'm going-
Hearthguard, except for the character
The
died.
character.
The E-Champ is
Six
dead,
attacks.
I think.
I
How did
think
the
I
E-Champ
think
die
the E-Champ's
first?
alive. He got 1 wound through, I believe.
5 wounds. You don't get a save. It's -4. First one dies. Actually, they're 3 wounds each, right? So they're 5 die.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Nightbringer is cleaning up a unit that otherwise Matt had no way of dealing with.
Oh, there's mine.
So that's rough. I mean, the Nightbringer is in kill range, but
Keep it in combat.
it's, he needs to put resources into it, and there are not that many in that
And then you can
vicinity.
swing
So
back from those 3.
getting those 3 wounds through might just be out of his reach.
His attacks.
I believe in this one guy. He's going to go ham
Two.
here. Watch.
Dude, this guy's been miserable.
Strength.
This is the E-Champ, I think.
Strength 12.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nightbringer in the car.
I bring her. Nothing.
In the car.
Car. Case forgets. What's the car do a damage? 1.
Good. Nightbringer in the
Car
combat.
driving
Take
over a
bonus.
monolith.
Bonk, bonk.
You take 1.
Down to 2.
Is there a way back for Kronz in this game? I think Kronz are in
This
the
game
lead
is
right
fight,
now.
Yeah, you still have your dude. You can swing.
I feel like Kronz are pretty comfy right now. He just
Yeah.
dealt with a lot of dangerous stuff, guys.
Scarab takes 1.
He pretty much destroyed this unit of Thunderkin. He pretty much destroyed this unit of Hearthguard.
And then
Yeah.
May I spin you an alternate reality? Alternate reality is all these dudes are dead anyway, all right? They're all gone.
3.
Yeah.
So that's fine. They're all dead. If the Nightbringer was dead, we have a unit of
4 up.
Thunderkin right here and a unit of Thunderkin right here. This one can splash this unit. This one can splash this unit,
Now, is you a point
and
or-
potentially really just narrow him down to that monolith
killed
and
correct?
unit back here.
Yeah.
And that is a bad position to be in,
But-
to be quite frank.
Yeah.
So it's something I'm a bit confused about, honestly.
Why
on
is the
Sweet-
Hecaton back there?
Why is the Hecaton?
Farm primary.
I was
like-
thinking the exact same
1 and
thing.
2.
If you look at the board, right, all of the action is happening on this side of the board.
Yeah.
The Hecaton started the game
Your
here,
turn.
So I
spent another turn there, and then walked backwards and is now here.
for that.
This Hecaton
Do not
is
assassinate,
not free.
I
It's like
will
200
keep it,
something
though.
points, and it is just out of the game. It hasn't
Okay.
had any impact on the game so far. So
Yeah.
that's very interesting. If Sweetlo's going aggressive, I really would have wanted him to jam up here, and really make it a problem while Matt is trying to do things in this game. So
Round.
I'm
Instead, he's kind of drip feeding his units into the
Hold.
anti-tank guns.
yeah. So I'm a little confused by that plan,
I
honestly.
go up CP.
Well,
You do.
let's see.
I go up.
That might be something where he looks back on the game and goes, "Oh man,"
On my turn, I'm going to mark.
which you always hate to have.
Both Sweet Lou and I have not lost against
Yeah,
Sean
one guy.
Nathan and Warhammer. So
Okay. So if I get
he
3
knows
there, I
something
got
about
that.
the game.
So you only get 4 points for hold 1.
Yeah.
All right, guys, help me out here. I think that E-Champ's still alive, but the Hearthguard are down.
You got security.
So, yes.
And these Thunderkin units are still alive, but they're down to like
Battle
1
Shock.
or 2 guys each.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
very
thinking-
low.
Yeah, they're quite low.
And then on the Necron side, he did lose the Void Dragon, of course, and one of the single destroyers, but otherwise pretty healthy still. No real damage done. Maybe one of the Immortal squads is dead.
5 would be there, so no.
No, I think one just took a bunch of damage, but with Armor of Contempt off of Xeris, I think he's doing all right.
So you'd have to go around a little.
All right, guys, top of 3 now.
All right, I'm going to go and,
He needs a battle shock, and that unit that needs a battle shock, and he needs a battle shock.
well, Coldash, that's going to depend on what army you want to play. You can go on our website and see all of our variety of coaches. We have a lot of coaches under our banner and on our team, and you can check them out, see what armies they specialize in, and pick the best one for
Broke here
you.
over there.
So,
Over there.
Defense Stronghold and Secure No Man's Land here for Lou.
Everybody shocked. Everybody shocked.
Having the Hecaton actually back there for Defense Stronghold to screen out any potential 3-inch deep strike might be good for him here. But and then Secure No Man's Land should be pretty easy. Yep. Yeah, I shouldn't have answered Matt when he asked me that question, guys. I don't think it hurt anything with the game, but you're correct. I should not have answered his question about the Catan. That was a mistake on my part. I am also a human being, chat, and I'm also very tired. Being tired is scientifically proven to have equivalent effects on poor judgment as being drunk.
I did.
So.
Gonna try to get me a dwarf.
No, Evil Granny, that's a great question. I don't know if Art of War does teams coaching, but Nick Nadavati has been to many WTCs. Jack Harpster is a current member of Team USA. So is John Lennon. So is Quentin. They know how to play in teams, so I'm sure they would be happy to help you with that.
Dude, that was terrible with the last roll.
It was. You're absolutely right. Sagittarius, retreat it.
Yeah, I'm going to pay the 1 CP to have him fall back, shoot, and charge.
I'll fall back and shoot, okay?
Yeah. I'm trying to... I can't see him.
No.
That's a terrible idea. These guys will be able to, though, if they come up.
Hey, Grokfar, thank you for the 20 gifted memberships, man. Very much appreciate that, brother.
They'll pop out.
Yeah, maybe he's just hoarding command points for not popping that scare him because he doesn't want to spend the CP. He's only got one, so.
Those 5 to shoot him? Maybe that back guy? It looks good to me.
Yeah.
Yep. And those 2 guys won't have enough movement to get up.
Nope, but they're still just going to...
200 subs from 20K. Guys, if we could hit 20,000 subs on the YouTube channel today, I would be so incredibly happy. I'm already super happy, but that's been a goal that I've been kind of tracking for the last year.
He's good.
And to hit that goal at LVO on the last day of LVO, my first time streaming the finals would be awesome. So if you're enjoying the stream, even if you're over there on Twitch, please come on over to YouTube and hit that sub button. I do this every weekend, almost, so.
Looks good to me.
Just to stop that 3-inch fuckery.
You can never stop it.
What do you mean?
You must embrace it.
No, they can't, like...
I might be able to get him on a like here. Here. Oops, sorry. Yeah, you can definitely get stuff there.
It's from his light. So I just have to move a guy there. And him over here.
Okay.
So you can't come there.
Okay. When they Overwatch, do they get the weird sustain 4+?
Hey, I can Steve Gibson, man.
No, you can only ever crit. Okay, so you can
Thanks,
get
Alejandro.
So
oh, that's Mancuso. Dude, I was looking for you here
right
this weekend. Sorry you couldn't make it, brother.
Okay.
Your Blood Angels did really well, though. They had one player go 6-0. He had to drop today, unfortunately, but I'm sure you know that already. But 6-0 Blood Angels, brother. Pretty impressive stuff. NDX, thank you for the membership.
Does this guy want to retreat?
Thinking about it.
Yep.
He's the one I'm going to retreat.
Here, I'm hoping to come back to LGT this year.
Yeah, for 1 CP.
Oh, no, I thought you did it with him.
I'm not doing it with him.
Oh, you're not doing it with him?
I'm not doing it with him, sorry. Because he has no, he's no
Oh,
targets.
you can't get there. Got it, I understand.
Yeah, I'm not doing it with him.
So he's retreating and doing stuff?
Yep. Thinking what stuff he wants to do.
That is a good question.
Dude, it is.
Martyr, I'm pretty sure there's going to be lots of people doing videos and stuff on breakdowns from the undefeated LVO lists.
He's got like 4 attacks at damage 2 with Dev Wounds.
Yeah, on Monday.
Is there any way to reroll hits over here?
Hits, no.
Okay.
Wounds, if you're on the objective, yes.
Okay.
So Lou's got great board control still here, but it's tenuous. He is.
Does he have an auto hit or no?
He's running low on dudes.
You have 1 CP, right?
I only have 1 CP.
I don't think you're going to spend it on that.
Tactical Tortoise already did one. That's cool.
Because he's max, isn't taking anything.
No undefeated Death Guard, fortunately, no.
Right here. Let me think about
Now, Aiden, you should have come.
Yep.
Should have come over the pond and gave it a try, man. Death Guard was one of my picks to do very well this weekend. None of them made top 8.
Other than that, I really don't like.
None of them even made top 16. Kind of shocking to me.
He's
retreating?
Back. Yeah, he's just going to die if he doesn't. And he's right there. He attacks.
It's not at 4, he's at 3. It must have fell off.
Yeah, you're good. So he attack is 11 away, so I need a 6 on the charge.
A 6 on the charge.
After I move 5.
Jack's getting some updates from the field captain Panda, but I don't think he's going to want to comment on that.
He's a 4-up. Does he have a feeling pain?
No, he's just going to die if you charge him, probably.
Does he have any melee that's good?
He's got like 4 attacks at damage 2 with Dev Wounds.
That's pretty good. We'll bring him right there.
The
I'll
champ
spend it,
stands
so you
alone.
call back shooting charge. Is he 6 out?
No, you're a lot
That's
farther
pretty
away,
sick,
not
butter
all-
nades.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. And yeah, we'll fall him back.
Okay. Go ahead and roll dice, see if he dies.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Yeah. He's
Nope.
happy. It's gonna be just on the cusp of that.
Okay.
All battle shocked and shit. Okay. On these guys.
Did you guys hear that? Wah. That's exactly the mood that I have right now, too. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised. Hello, Mom. Good morning. Good time to tune in. Day 3, wah, yeah.
So there's no way to get that. Cool. Cool. Think he's gonna die anyways. And you said you have 2 on here, correct?
2 OC.
2 OC.
1 guy.
1 guy, 2 OC. So I now own it. Cool. Yeah, let's do things, man. Shooting. He's gonna dump everything into them this time. You're still not outside of 12. See if you can do something. Oh, I need to roll in there. Those both missed though. Twin link.
Thanks for the subs, guys. Really appreciate that. Getting close to that goal, 20K.
3s. -1, no cover.
Cool.
Dude, this fucking squad.
All right,
Definitely.
I'm back with some
unyielding.
updates. The game has continued to trend downward for Daniel Olivas's Eldar into Ben's
No cover.
Black Templars. He has not
Oh, there's one left.
completely lost his unit of Wraithguard, but it is at a 1-man. So that's an issue there. He also is probably losing fights up and down the board. It's not looking good. Never want to count a man out until the end, but
There's
it
100%.
is not
Yes.
looking great. Richard Cozart and Folger Piles, both players have kind of given the this is probably
agree.
over
So I'll shoot.
talk,
we'll start with-
but you know,
Hitting you on 3s.
Richard Cozart and his guard were looking pretty decent. He was ahead by like 1 point going into the turn, and then on the Eldar turn just picked up a lot of
shots
stuff. The
winner.
Wraithguard walked out and dropped the Storm Sword Blade Shadow. Whatever the gigantic super heavy tank is, that's dead.
Oh, that's-
it's gone, and
that's not right.
the points are too close to even for that to
Of course.
for him to come back from that. It looks really bad for Richard Cozart.
Just real quick, Bam, hey, good to see you, man. I heard about what happened, and just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry
1, 2, 3.
to hear that, and missed you here this weekend. Hope you're doing well, though.
Feels
Otherwise-
So
Anyway,
damage
all right.
each.
No, the Eldar player is
I need to pass 2 of these.
quite in the lead.
Void Dragon.
They're quite in the lead
Does he
against
kill-
the
kill
guard.
other guy?
Okay. Well, that's kind of a bummer for me. I was hoping the guard would make it in the top 4. Didn't get to have them on
They
stream
haven't
this
blown up
weekend.
before. Deadly Demise D6, 3-up kills him.
Yeah,
Smoke.
Eldar is winning that game,
It's not
losing
even
the other
3-up,
one
right, or he has
currently.
twos.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And
So-
I think there's a tendency to watch single games and to determine whether or not something needs nerfs or not or whatever, and that's just not how that works, right? I think
Nightbringer.
anyone who has played high-level 40K can tell you that
You don't get
Eldar are
more
a bit
CP now.
overtuned right now. Not a ton, but a bit.
But
And
only once.
hopefully, when the Balance Day slate comes out, they get a love tap,
shoot,
just
shoot,
a
shoot, shoot.
little bink,
Fell back.
and then they'll be in a great place.
Yeah, glad you enjoyed it, Tom. Thanks for being here.
Starting with the high lab.
It looks
The,
really
normal dude?
quite bad for the Endless Swarm Tyranids. It just looks rough. That matchup is rough. This mission is rough. But if you want to see that game, go check out the Patreon
3 bolters or whatever.
at patreon.com/wargameslive.
Thank you, Jack.
It's going.
So it's looking
I
like
got
our
a
top
lot.
4 is looks like going to be winner of this game, Eldar,
Nope.
Chaos Space Marines,
And
and Black Templars, right?
I guess the grab's going to go into him, plus the other guy. So all the grab.
So we're trying to kill the destroyer?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I understand what's going on.
2d6.
Okay.
Hitting you on 3s because of the +1 from the guy.
Yeah.
And strength, they're T6.
If you guys haven't had a chance to go look at, is it Matt Pope.
Will I get cover? I'll let you tell me.
Remember his first name.
I can't.
Samuel Pope.
Samuel Pope. The name of his list
No, I literally
in
can't tell.
DCP is hilarious. You should go check it.
It also pertains to this mission.
No.
He has a very balanced, unbiased critique of this mission, and he's like, it also has nothing to do with the fact that I'm terrible on it.
3 damage?
3 damage.
Does it kill him?
It would. That would be your
Second?
second kill.
Oh, what happened to the Nightbringer while I was gone?
He killed it.
He killed it.
He deleted it and deleted it.
How did he do that? Did he throw a grenade at it?
I don't know for sure.
All right. The charge into old Emotech over there.
I think the only thing that needs to happen to Wraithguard is just to not let them Phantasm.
You get the reroll.
They turn into a very fair unit without
Or is that
Phantasm,
why
and
he's
they
leading
turn
the
into
unit?
a very unfair unit with it.
It's with the leading. Actually, it might be.
I think that's enough.
While he's leading unit.
Them and
Sorry, Joel's actually.
Night Spinners, and I
He
think
died,
Eldar
but
in a
it
good
exploded
place.
and killed the last turn.
So
Okay, thank you.
oh, he gets to shoot it. Do you mind if I do that?
Yeah, go and shoot your bolter out.
Nightbringer did
Or
demise.
whoever
Let's
you
go
want.
ahead.
Gotcha.
In attack.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Okay. Well, this board is looking mighty empty right now.
No, one. Cool.
So you got 2 kills.
2 kills. And then I'm going to get secure.
All right. I'm going to pick up some stuff.
That's good to know. Inception. Siegler picked
Gonna
Matt
pick up
Laura to
my
win it all here this weekend.
2, 3, 4.
There's no point in me touching this because it's either hold 1 or hold more. Doesn't matter if I hold 2, so these guys will get picked up. I guess I shouldn't put them next to the destroyer like that.
Yeah, that's great stuff on it, Bagel.
So we got 1, 2. And we will do.
Here, I'll pull it up for you guys. All right, so here's the current list as I understand it. Did the E-Champ die too, guys? I think
3.
it probably did, but and over here on the Necron side, both Ctans down, but all of his immortal units seem pretty much not fully healthy, but
Okay,
still
cool.
kicking.
Oh, no, him. So now going to my turn, I gain 2.
Yep. Going up 1.
Good score lead here for Lou.
3.
Yep.
Wait, did I? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're swung over there.
Oh, I have to hit keep. Got it. Joe, did I mess it up?
No,
Oh, okay, never mind.
you're doing good. Am I going to Adepticon? I sure hope so, Edward. I love Adepticon.
You get 4?
I get 4 for holding.
Capture enemy outpost and
Kill.
keeping assassination here for Matt.
That guy exploded.
You did.
Movements.
Movement.
So he's got to try to get his opponent's home objective, which with Hypercrypt is not impossible, but and then assassination, kill a character here.
Oh, reanimation.
Bottom of 3.
They are missing guys. 1. And
I feel like he's got a pretty good screen on the 3-inch deep strike here, so Lou was talking about screening that out earlier, so he's aware. E-Champ's still kicking. Okay, Champ's chilling on the home objective. Thank you guys in chat for helping each other out. By the way, I can't answer all the questions. There's such a great conversation going on in chat. Can't get to everything, but so I do want to make sure we get some room on the air for the players, of course. Very important to hear them. So thank you for helping each other out in the chat.
This dude.
I like it.
Zaris will come over to an inch away.
Echo, if it's any indication, last year Zach gave me about a week and a half of notice, so probably something similar is my guess.
Okay, those
Reserve.
guys, the Tesla guys have 1 on them.
Yes, yes, yes. I will place that down when they drop in.
You're good.
This lone guy
Oh, thanks,
is
Big Bro.
going to come in right there.
I like it.
Could move, grab it with the. Oh yeah, shoot and
Tesla
scoot.
units
Could maybe
gonna
grab
come
it.
in over
Good
here.
point. Good point, Galdor.
Yeah, it's
So
possible.
Matt got capture enemy again here. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah. I've been checking in with various games. Looks like the Tyranids are on the ropes against the CSM. Yep. Just said, but not out of
We
it
have
by any
the
means.
monolith
The monolith.
and the
Yes.
one dude.
The one dude came in there.
Oh, thank you, Millie. That's very kind of you.
You have 1 CP? Well, I grabbed the death mark.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna Overwatch. I'm stupid.
Huh?
This is Championship Sunday here at the LVO Las Vegas Open. one of the biggest events of the year, if not the biggest.
AP2, no covers.
So there were a couple Art of War players here.
They-
Unfortunately, a lot of the core team couldn't make it out this year.
Recover?
Just
No.
just kind of the reality of moving house.
To be
This
able
close to
get
the event,
for-
just couldn't make it out this year. And but we did have Kazra Hushadar and Matt Marsoli,
I mean, once I can't see you,
who
you
made
can't see
respectable
me, right?
performances of
No,
themselves.
no, no. Yeah, we can
Finalist
have it,
today,
but I can be
yeah.
obscured.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is the final day. We got 2 games after this one to determine the
Does that make
semis
sense?
and the finals.
No, it does.
Okay.
You're obscured.
So I will be. I'll get 3 guys that are
4 in cover.
4 in cover, and these guys will come in the 9 away in case I would like to charge.
Okay.
Would you like to Overwatch?
Speedloop is down to 1
Well,
CP, so that would be
coming
all of his CP. Even so, like that's what this unit is here for, right? If he can crack through those immortals, he can relieve a lot of pressure on himself.
Mark is going to come in.
Yeah, he decided not to.
I mean, this is just Warriors. They suck. Like, he's not going to Overwatch with that squad. No way.
No, those are
Okay.
those the Warriors or are those the?
Those
Oh,
are
there's
just- those
4
are just
Warriors
Warriors.
and
The Monolith
2
use Cosmic
of
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Thunderkin.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
yes.
They got, the
Base
Thunderkin got whittled down quite a bit, so
Yes, you're definitely not going to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, I also didn't want to play. You know, got to give someone else a chance to win it.
And you can't charge, right?
Well, my bracket is in shambles right now. So is
I'm
Jack's,
touching
I
that
think,
objective.
as far
Yes.
as who we thought was going to be
I
in
will
top
then
8.
pick.
And my
up
bracket
two
was
of the
just
Monoliths.
Sean,
Yeah.
and then I had a couple picks after that, but they're not here.
Overwatch the Monolith
Okay.
with the Grav. I think it's going to be the last time I can
Those
use them.
guys?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I think Jack would have played his Templars. He's been talking a lot about him this weekend.
For 8?
Yeah. A Templar Gladius, it's the same one I ran to the World Championships of Warhammer. I think it is one of the most powerful armies in the game of 40k at the moment, and I really love it. It's the list that I wrote.
Florian just started for Votann as my first 40k army. That's awesome, Florian. There are such cool models. Really, I love the Hackathon so much.
I'll take 4.
I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think that's a sign of a good model.
22 minus 4 is
I was
no.
among the first players to start running 5-man
AP1?
Sword Brethren with a character in
2 more if you
Impulsors. Now, I'm not saying I like everyone who's running is because I did.
Good.
Just, you know, it's a good idea. I just happened to get there first. I'm sure there's somebody who did. So, you know,
Yeah, so does he have enough scoot to get onto the objective from this position?
it
How much
doesn't
does he
look
have
like
in your
it.
objectives?
Oh, there he goes.
9?
Because it moves 5.
6.
Well, I think he just said I'm putting him down 9 away or
I see.
whatever, so maybe they're not actually there.
Can they
Because
charge?
he knew he was going to move him
If I
again.
spend 2 CP, I can.
Oh, he can charge after doing this too? I
He's
see.
teleporting.
From the monolith.
He's teleporting from the monolith, and if he spends 2 CP from the Hypercrypt, he can charge afterwards. It is very hard to keep Hypercrypt Legion off of objectives that they want to take.
Yeah, capture enemy seems like their favorite secondary. Like if they could go
9.
like
9?
fixed capture enemy outpost, they probably would do it. Unfortunately, there are no Thousand Suns players left alive in the tournament. Smiles. A couple of players had a great run here. It's a shame we didn't get anyone on stream, but we did have one of the Thousand Suns games on the Patreon table
On there if I move
yesterday.
5 inches on.
Red Rum,
Versus, Great Knights.
thank you. Yeah, I was struggling to come up with an army for the World Champs,
And
and I literally woke up in the middle of the night
the monolith, that'd be nice too.
with a with the list idea just like burned into my head, and I filled it out in the app for a couple hours before going back to sleep at like 6 in the morning. It was a wild night, but
Now, those
I
are
suddenly
already
had a
dead,
list
so
that I wanted.
I'm pretty sure the Hackathon's empty because there's a unit of Thunderkin standing right here that were probably inside of it.
I'm gonna shoot everything here at him.
Righteous Crusaders is pretty good, but I think the Gladius is just a bit better. I think the 2 best ways to play Marines are the Ultramarines Vanguard, and tied with that is the Black Templars Gladius.
6 shots.
Very different armies, though.
1 wound minus 1. You're in cover.
Happy.
Good. There is 9 immortals in that unit. 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9.
Yeah, Widowmaker.
I do actually have a sword.
5's rerolling.
The one that always gets me is when I have a really good idea for a basing theme, and I just want to start a whole army around that,
Maybe
just so I
7?
could get the bases down the way I want. I don't know if anyone else has done
Minus
that
2
before.
because of Zara.
3 up.
6, 1. Okay, the Chronomancer.
Ironstorm is good. Firestorm is good. I think the Gladius just gives you a little bit better play into a broader variety of matchups and a little bit better play on the board. But
2 minus 2.
it is not in top 8 right now. Not a lot of people are running it, to be honest with you.
That's it.
And Xeris.
Xeris already shot. That was the first thing you shot.
That was Imotech.
Okay.
3 hits. 2 wounds.
What's the strength?
9.
Okay.
Give us example of your basic ideas. My Fire Slayer's AOS army has.
Dies, right?
Yep.
I got little round pieces of gold glitter, and I made piles of gold at the bases with little gem rhinestones that are like in scale and treasure chests and stuff.
This is for
Was that the one that had 1 on it?
this unit.
Sure. Yep.
No, this unit. That unit was one over there. They never killed anybody. This
Yeah.
is that one here and killed the bikes.
They look pretty cool. Champ is dead, yeah. They especially look good on the Magma Droth bases because it's like a giant
This guy
dragon.
will shoot the Sag Shark. That's all he can see.
And it's also lore appropriate because they
I'll hit.
love
5.
gold.
What's your toughness?
10.
6s. 1 minus 2. You do good cover. 2 damage.
Down to 7.
Yeah, but you have to get round
Shoot
glitter.
The death rays here.
It's hard to find round glitter. I had to buy a 5-pound bag of it, so I
We're
have
gonna do the Tesla unit.
enough round
Everything
glitter to
into
pass down to my
Brake unit.
great-great-great-grandchildren.
Revenant, if you want to get some Dark Angels advice, you can go ahead and check out Art of War 40K at our YouTube channel or at thewarroom.vhx.tv.
Yes.
You can find a lot of advice for every army that you play.
It's starting to look a little dire for Lou here. He does have a points lead, but it's getting narrower and narrower, and his board control lead is pretty much evaporated at this point. So
22 extra.
Yeah, this looks very bad. Sweet Lou is not ahead enough on points for this to be okay.
yeah.
Force.
I think Lou is going to look back on this game and see a couple of decision points he could have made that might have changed things a bit differently.
Yeah, like if you would have just decided to roll more 6s during the
3,
game.
6, 9, 12,
Definitely would've helped.
15,
If you roll only 6 and your opponent rolls only 1, you
25.
will likely win.
And you for your saves while you see that.
Yeah, just this is the one that really I don't understand. But
25, 3 up.
Are they all the same with the character too?
He's a 4 up, dude, but if these fail, he's just going to smoke.
Lou's
those.
much
I think I killed
better
them
at
all
40K
anyway.
than me. So I'm sure he had some reason.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
pull
they're
it.
all dead anyway.
Bam.
Okay, the Plasmancer will use his ability
Okay.
on the kin. 4 ups, 2 mortals.
Killed the Thunder
2
Kin up
mortals
here.
to the unit on the objective.
Cool. Feel no pains.
Oh, Brand, thank you so much for the
We'll
support.
particle it
First
those
ever
2
super
and
chat.
X-ray him.
Sounds good to me.
$2. Thanks, brother. What a crew
particle
need to
it
be
to
able to
2.
play alone?
10.
I don't know.
I don't know.
A reason?
Miss half.
Yeah,
Toughness 5, right?
They don't really have one right now.
4 minus 1.
maybe they will in the future.
Definitely see it.
Apparently they're
We'll have
getting
to
a
wait
lot
and
of
see.
new stuff. What they revealed was only half,
I
is
was
what they
a
said.
4.
So it's exciting if you're a crew lover.
Fails.
And who isn't, really?
Oh shit, I should have done this. Feel no pains. Failed
It's
both
2
of them.
damage.
They're dead.
Okay. Death rays into the Sag.
Yeah, I think we're looking at a
3 hits.
wrap quite quickly on this. He is losing a lot of models
4,
really
you
quickly.
Don't get cover, so damage.
Yeah.
This is the thing that an armory like
9,
Matt's
so
does too is
Explode.
because of its mobility and the way that it works and the lack of
The
board
immortals are going
control
to shoot the broke
and
here.
screening from Votann,
It's a full unit.
he's always able to get his entire army into
The
shooting
Chronos
range
gets
every
3
turn,
for
right?
Blast, it's
And-
I love Matt's army, I really do. It's a shooting army, kind of a mid-rangey army, but with a massive amount of mobility to ensure it always gets first shot. It can do a million tricks if you're not ready for it, and also some great profiles on the end. That monolith is a role player.
Yeah, this is sort of what I had envisioned. Not of course, not this exact list, but this kind of play. As soon as I saw the hypercrypt attachment, I was like, oh, someone's going to do something like this, right? They're going to have really good shooting units that just
7.
teleport all over the table and always can get lines of sight on you. You're never able to hide anything,
-1.
and it's going to be a real problem. So,
Got
big ups to
Vanguard
Matt.
Tactics here in the chat, rooting on their boy. I think your guy's
Will then get my guys
heavily advantaged right now. I think he's doing quite well.
Very nice.
But I'm
Stephen,
sure he
thanks for the support,
appreciates
man.
your support.
And thank you for playing on the stream yesterday, man. That was a great game. Army was gorgeous. Played like a true gentleman. It's like Grey Knights with good damage output. Exactly, Greg.
Yeah. 16 on it.
Good
shooting.
range damage output. Right?
Yeah,
good
'cause
shooting.
Grey Knights have decent combat. They really do. They just don't have
That's
any
shooting
shooting to
charges.
support it.
Okay.
Right, and that's
That dude.
unfortunate.
Right.
That poor little bastard.
The guys are going to charge them too to try to get some extra movement if they can.
They don't.
No. That's it.
Does
the
Landfort
Scarab's
not have a
that
12-inch
big
shoot
one.
trigger now? No.
You take D3
Kyle.
mortal wounds.
I think that's an enhancement you could put on one of the infantry
That
characters.
one is dead. And then they can't consolidate, so that's just where they are. That's one of my battle shock markers.
C.
Okay, I got assassinate.
What else we got?
Does not screen out deep strikes anymore.
And I got 4 more points for kill more.
Yep.
And then I'll have to do.
Cool. Going on to me, I'm gonna get 0. I still have to keep that because I kept it. Draw. Attempting target. Hey, what's my tempting
Thanks,
target?
man. Always a pleasure having you on the stream.
That one over there. No, you already have that one, don't
Defend stronghold and tempting
Oh, I did 4 then.
target.
Fuck, I forgot about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you.
you? Yep,
Yeah.
this one here.
That one there.
Got a 4 on primary, but
All right, man. What's his
capture enemy scored
yeah.
for Matt there. That's huge, man.
Yep.
And also, by the way, this is actually the worst case
spend
scenario
my
for
1
Lou.
CP.
He got 8 on capture enemy and simultaneously denied defend stronghold. And if you guys don't know how this works, the only time you're able to discard a card is either if you score it,
Middle.
or if at the end of your turn you decide to discard it, or at the beginning of your turn if you decide to spend a command point to redraw. So when you draw a defend stronghold, you don't get a chance to discard it at the end of your turn. I mean, you can if you want, but usually you hold on to it because you have to score it at the bottom of your opponent's turn, right? So you missed that checkpoint. You did not discard it at the end of your turn. Then if your opponent denies it from you, you also miss the checkpoint of scoring it, and so you have to hold on to that card for your next turn. So by Matt getting capture enemy here and denying defense stronghold, not only is it at a 11-point swing, right? It's also forcing Lou to not get a card draw. It's just such a backbreaker to have that combo go off on you here. So tough stuff there for Lou.
Just doing the big string out.
All right, top of 4. I hope I explained that reasonably well.
He'll stay where he's at.
All right.
I think this is correct. Yeah, spend 1 CP to redraw is once per battle as well. Correct.
Alrighty. Shooting.
It's just
Well, as everybody knows, Jack and the rest of the Art of War guys are the ones who write the data slate, so I'm pretty sure he could give us some insights.
Okay, all
into
right.
it.
That's a meme. We don't have any input. We don't have any of that. We don't know what's in it.
I'm sorry.
You can't just say a matter of fact like that. People think it's true.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, land. Into them.
Not trying to meme on it. I was memeing on Jack more than anything. But no, we don't know what's in it, guys. We have no idea. We don't even know when it's coming out. But I will say that if they do as good of a job with the next data slate as they did with the last one, then we're in for a pretty great summer of 40K. Because they really did a great job with that first data slate in 10th.
strength.
10.
Okay.
2s.
AP.
Huh?
AP.
AP 1.
First.
Or sorry, no, AP 2. No
They all
cover.
die anyway.
Yeah. The twin link guns with sustain.
I mean, I don't know what Jack's talking about. I've seen him sitting here literally writing the data slate on a piece of paper next to me
But that's on me. Oh,
during
that's
the
it.
stream the entire time. So
Stop.
don't.
No.
Dear Diary, today I nerfed Eldar.
Rolling. 3. -1, no cover.
Good.
Dude, you making all those.
I can't make them on the Satan, but the Immortals are.
Yeah. And the 2 little guys. 2. -1, no cover.
Got one.
Yep.
Hey, you know what, Villain?
Boy.
Still have a lot to be proud of with Lou's
And-
performance here this weekend, honestly. Like, making it
Sharpen
into
with
top
the
8 is a huge
Hackathon.
accomplishment at LVO. This game's not over, but
Yes, you do.
I mean, it's kind of over. But
It's looking rad. It's looking real bad.
made it into top 8,
9.
beat Sean Naden
And
in round 6.
Your attacks.
Handled himself well, brought a beautiful army to the table,
5s.
has been a good sport to all of his opponents, haven't heard any
Cool.
negativity about him or anything.
your attack.
Cena play very well here on stream
Let's
today.
see
So
where I am.
Okay.
lots of positives. You know, only one guy's going to win this thing. So
6.
there's a lot more at stake than just winning the tournament.
6s. 2.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's my scoring. On to you.
All right, you discarding tempting target?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I
So I
figured.
get a CP.
I will pick up 1, 2,
Okay.
Clock will not be an issue here, guys.
3, 4.
Yes. Every codex has had Doomsayers. The craziest thing I noticed was before LVO 2 years ago, when the Custodes book came out, the Custodes community, who I love, and I have Custodes, and I play them,
You're going to get 8.
they were freaking out about the book. They were
Yeah,
like,
that was
GW has destroyed my army. And then guess what? It was the best. It was the best army in the game.
You got it?
A second A. Thanks for the 10 euros.
Talk about it if you want to think.
Yeah.
Hope the Jill will
Good game.
fix some datasheet errors still
Have fun
exist.
next round.
Yeah, I agree.
So you're going to get...
It's a big job, right? We all like to
I'm gonna
complain
put my
about
entire army
GW
into
messing stuff up and
the
stuff,
odd
but you
broker
got to give
to
credit
try
where
to
it's
do
due.
I
They're
should
doing
take
a
the
much
W
better
unit.
job.
You'll be fine.
So I'll
So
get
good.
kill more.
I don't think that there's a way to stop me, or for me to stop you from getting max at this point. Next round.
Yeah. Sounds like he's. They're talking it out.
Actually, yeah. Well, unless you
Yeah.
put something there, but you.
Yeah, I was gonna put a
area, no prisoners. So
I was
I'm
gonna
not
put
going to
Xeris over there.
And then you're going to get extend battle and engage on all fronts. And then
I will
max out.
definitely get those. Yeah.
Dude, good game, brother.
Okay.
That was fun. Fun.
All right.
Necrons, bro.
That was a great game, guys. Well played by both
100 to
players.
60.
Yeah, dude. Me not spending that CP to make them the extra the extra fucking AP really fucked me because it made
In
them
combat,
useless.
I only killed.
But I would have been able to kill more of that squad, and that was stupid as fucking me. Because you instead of saving on 4s, you would have been on 5s.
I think he's talking about when the
I don't
Terminators
know
were
how
down.
much that mattered. Like,
Because at the
even
end
if he
of the day,
drops
you
you
don't
down to
kill
like 3 or
the
4
rest.
models, I think
It
he's
was
still
just
going
And
to. I think
not
the unit's
killing
going to
units the same
basically be
as-
operating the same way it was before. But I mean,
only going to,
obviously,
like, 1 or 2 damage.
you know, that
You
would have
know
been
what I mean?
better. But
Because
yeah.
all the reanimation.
Yeah.
I think the charge in the first place was made because it also took you off the objective. Because the charge didn't accomplish anything except put you here, which allowed me to
if I
kill
would
you
have
here.
killed more of them, and then did my consolidate, I could have taken that from you, and you could have gotten the 0 primary on that turn.
Potentially. I did have a lot of stuff on it.
Not really, because
'Cause I
Xeris
ha-
wasn't on it.
Xeris?
He was off to the side.
Was he not? He
Yeah.
was here, wasn't he? Touching it on the
I
edge?
guess he was there. Yeah.
So 3, 4.
Yeah.
And then if you leave like 1 or 2 immortals alive, you don't have the objectives. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah, I think that was a bad one. I thought you were going to charge the Nightbringer
Yeah,
and
we
kill
did
it.
too, actually.
Yeah.
Because then I can't kill them.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Jack said earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, I overestimated what they could have done.
I actually thought
Also,
that when he made the
probably
charge,
should
he had
grab
made
it
it into the
if you can.
Nightbringer, but it turns out not.
Anyone else for the graph?
I think you leave 1 grav off the table, wait for the monolith to move again.
Yeah.
Class, thanks for the
Grab
10
doesn't
gifted
actually do
memberships,
much
man.
tomorrow.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no argument, guys.
What,
They're just
a
doing their
full
post-game
salvo
talk.
with the sustain 2 strat kills it almost.
Yeah. Now it's burning through CP though. Good game, dude.
Thanks, TJ. All right, guys. Great game from our players. Big thanks to them, of course, as well for playing this for us on the stream. It's just can't say how much I appreciate it. It just means so much to me, of course. We're gonna take a quick break, guys. But before we go, I do want one more time to show you what Frontline Gaming's been cooking up on the background these last few weeks. They got a new game coming out, so let's check it out here.
God is dead, and the world dies. What you do next will decide the fate of all.
Blood Throne is a cooperative dark fantasy board game for 1 to 7 players. Your party of heroes come from every corner of the world of Chaol. Lead a party in intense tactical combat, choosing which of these champions suits the task at hand best. Battle hordes of monsters, each controlled by an innovative AI system. Explore a persistent realm. Level up your heroes with feats and skills that unlock unique advantages and playstyles. Locate powerful artifacts to increase your heroes' abilities further. Manage resources and build the siege camp of the Alliance forces.
Will you find a way to save the world, or join the gods and die trying?
Back this project on Kickstarter today.
Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. We do have. Let me swing this camera around. Do also have. Guess what? Seth is probably in the air right now somewhere. Hi, guys. Flying over the ocean. You know, going back to his people. But he did pre-record some interviews for us. So I would like to play some of those for you guys during the break. Very kind of Seth again. Thank you to the Army Painter and for Seth for coming out here and getting us this sweet content for between games, between rounds. Very nice of him. So let me pull up one of those real quick. And I think we've got about an hour and a half for lunch-ish. But yeah, we'll be back pretty soon here. Let's see. How do I do this, chat? Let's see. Oh, I hate this so much. Okay, wait. All right, let's try this.
Hi, everybody.
All right, JT McDowell of
Yes.
Playoff Tabletop Tape. You were
That's
here
me.
at the back of the line for the LVO registration.
Yeah, back of the line, 15 minutes early, and we're at the back of the line.
At the casino floor.
At the casino
There are
floor.
3 important questions.
Yes.
How many LVOs have you been to?
I've only missed first one,
Okay.
and then pandemic,
Yep.
and then the next one.
Well,
That's it.
everyone missed the pandemic.
Everyone missed pandemic, so
All
I've
right.
only missed 2.
Second thing, favorite cereal.
Oh, that's you know what? Granola. I like my granola.
End of interview.
I didn't even know that JT was here.
Last one. What are you looking forward to most at LVO?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to 2 full days of gaming with great people and great friends, and maybe a little partying, and maybe a lack of sleep.
Yeah, a lot of that.
And at one point, somebody's going to start a great big wog on the table on the floor, and I'm going to lose my voice giving it.
All right.
So that's what I'm looking
Well, good luck to you, man.
Thanks, brother.
We're here in the LVO line with John and Sam. Got it. That was definitely the first take, folks. Don't let them tell you otherwise. How many LVOs have you guys been to? First one?
First one for me.
All right. What do you, favorite sugary breakfast cereal?
Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops?
Frosted cornflakes.
All
I
right.
don't know the one.
And what are you looking forward to most this weekend?
I think meeting new people,
Yep.
get a couple of games in, hopefully a couple of wins.
Yep.
They were saying it's just the first time for us and probably the last time. Giving a travel, but you know, just have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll some dice, have some fun. Looking forward to it.
All right. See you guys later.
Thank you.
So I'm here with Alec and Vince. Guys, I'm asking everyone the same 3 questions. How many LVOs have you been to?
First one.
First one for both of you. Awesome. Great. Favorite sugary breakfast cereal? Let's move up.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
All right. Solid answer.
Cocoa Puffs.
Good answer. Good answer. And what are you looking forward to most this weekend?
Going 3-0 or 0-2. Just spoiling some 5-0 dreams for me.
Spoil. What event are you guys playing in?
AOS champions.
Nice. All right. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. We've got 2 more intrepid souls here. Alex and Raven, right? All right. I'm asking everyone the same questions. How many LVOs have you been to? First one. All right. I'm on a roll. I think like my last 3 or 4 interviews were first timers. Favorite sugary breakfast cereal? Fruity Pebbles.
Not really sugary, but Nutri-Grain.
Nutri-Grain?
You lost the accent. All right. And what are you looking
The
for?
fuck was that?
What?
Taking the Miniac and Ninja.
Oh, you're taking the painting class with Miniac and Ninja? Awesome.
Getting stolen.
All right. Well, good luck to you guys and enjoy the class. All right, we're here with John. I'm John. I'm asking the same 3 questions I've asked everyone else. How many LVOs have you been to?
This is my second one.
Second one. All right. You broke my streak. I had like 5 or 6 people I just pulled randomly. They were all first timers.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad to have a returner. Favorite sugary breakfast cereal?
Favorite breakfast cereal, that would have to be Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp. All right. Solid choice. I'm a Cookie Crisp fan myself.
All right.
And what are you looking forward to most this weekend?
Well, I'm looking forward to rolling a lot of dice.
You will definitely roll a lot of dice this weekend. All right, well, good luck to you, man. We've got 2 more guys, Blue and Alex. I'm asking you 2 the same questions I've asked everyone, and you've probably heard some of these questions before. How many LVOs have you been to? 5. All right, good. We got some returners. Favorite sugary breakfast cereal?
Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran.
Yeah. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Better answer. Definitely a better answer.
Agreed.
And what are you looking forward to most this weekend?
Just reconnecting with friends and having a good time.
Yeah.
Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl. It's a Sin City Classic, right?
Sin City Bowl.
Sin City Bowl. Well, good luck, man.
Thank you.
I'm here with James and CJ. I'm asking you guys the same questions I'm asking everyone. How many LVOs have you been to?
This is the first one.
First one, second one. All right, so first timer and a returner. Favorite sugary breakfast cereal?
Cinnamon Toast.
Cinnamon Toast, Lucky Charms, good answers, both of them. I didn't get any Raisin Bran or granola, so this is all acceptable. And finally, what are you looking forward to most this weekend?
To go 0-6.
0-6, all right, that's a good time.
Good time in the narrative event.
All right. Which narrative event?
40K narrative.
All right, that sounds like it's going to be a good time, so you guys have a good one. We've got 2 more Intrepid Souls, Zach and Ethan. I'm asking you guys the same questions I ask everyone.
Okay.
How many LVOs have you been to?
This is our first one.
First one for both of you. All right, all right. Favorite sugary breakfast cereal?
Oh, Frosted Flakes, 100%. Cinnamon Toast every day.
Very popular choice, but Frosted Flakes is still solid. And what are you looking forward to most this weekend?
The models for sure. I want to see really good painted models.
You're going to see tons of those.
I'm really excited for this. This is my first pro tournament. I'd like to win.
I'm sure you can do it, man. I got faith. All right, well, good luck to you guys.
Thank you so much.
All right, that was pretty sweet. Good job, Seth. Even when he's not here, chat, he's still busting his butt to get us some coverage between rounds. Great stuff. Okay. Yeah. All right, I got stuff to do. Gotta let the dogs out and stuff, guys. Be right back. About an hour for lunch. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Be back soon.